What's happening, everybody? It is the GRG Podcast, episode 41. We back in full effect, man. It's the holiday season. I hope that you can feel it because I can feel it too. Man, just 1 week away from Christmas. Well, it's a week and a couple of days of Christmas, but still, it's time. But you know what? Out here where I'm at, there's no snow. It's like 60, 70 degrees, bright sunlight, no clouds. This is getting on my nerves. I need to have a winter wonderland. You know what I'm saying? So I could stay at home and do what I like to do, my favorite hobby in the world, and that's play some games. So anyway, man, let's get this party started. And we're going to start with our first guest, and that is his first appearance on the GRG podcast, and it's Kaleidoscope, man. What's happening with you, bro?
Actually a little bit under the weather though, but there was no way in hell I was not going to make this show. I'm actually excited to be here. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, the GRG is the shiznit, people. Been dying to get on this show for a minute. Glad KMEGA finally invited me after all this time. And hopefully I'm gonna get revenge tomorrow and shit if we actually get on Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and Tekken.
Definitely. I'm definitely with that. Yes. Oh, and also Def Bam Jam. Did I say that right? Def Bam Jam.
Def Jam Bam.
Def Jam Bam. I said Def Bam. I said it wrong anyway. Excuse me, our country. Anyway, Def Jam had to witness the Tekken tobacco of understanding what was going on. He had to witness it, get that perfect on him. I know he's gonna want revenge. I had to get him back for Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct because he would fire my ass up in Killer Instinct. So anyway, man, we're gonna move on. Triple Cup Chuck said he was gonna be a little late. Lady Infamous, she's having her birthday party. She said she was gonna get all her friends, Alizé, Tangeray, Coco. And a chick named Beyonce. So not Beyonce the singer, but Beyonce the chick, the 300 pounds, and she's going to be the chaperone. They're going to get out there and they're going to hit the street. So big shout out to our girl, Lady Infamous, and happy birthday. Hope you have a great weekend. But we're going to move to the other matriarch, which is Lady A. Why do I do that? I do it every damn episode now. Delilah HD. What's
up? I'm excited to be here tonight. Looking forward to some of these topics that you got listed out for us.
Not all of them.
You already know how I am. So, but yes, let's get into it. Looking forward to it. So,
all right, cool. All right, and then we're gonna move on to one of our other people, man. I guess he's not a guest no longer, man. He's a part of the crew. And I'm happy to have him on, man. The guy's very knowledgeable. So, man, what's up with you, 108 Dragons TV? Lemon Facts. What's up with you, bro?
Reason to be jolly. La, 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 la. 108 is giving those facts. What up, people?
That's what's up.
Lady Infamous, happy born day to you. You get a little drinks from me and 100. And it's always a pleasure to be here. This panel is incredible. Welcome. Thank you.
Yes. All right, man. What's been going on this week, man? Have you been playing any games? What's been going on?
I'm playing PUBG right now on my YouTube channel. I'm multitasking.
Yeah, you're doing some right now. You're streaming and you podcasting.
I told the people in the stream, listen, I'm doing multitasking. Y'all gonna have to be on two. Split those tabs, man. Let's get it done. Split the tabs.
Nice.
That's what I'm doing.
Nice. All right, cool, man. And we move on to our other brother, man. IMG, Intro Media Gaming in the house, man. Man, he swears that he was doing something adult last night, but I doubt that very seriously. Probably sucking on his thumb. Anyway, what's up with you, 100?
What's up with y'all, man? Y'all know I don't suck on no thumbs. I'm just standing here. I took a night off of gaming one night, but I'm gonna be on tonight kicking somebody's ass.
Yo, guess what?
Guess what? I had to talk about it.
Stopper. I found my baby. I got the scar.
See, I told you about that scar.
Shot. Oh, my bad, y'all. I thought it was muted.
That pop. You think you on Xbox Live, man? Come on now.
My bad.
You good.
That's how they been calling me Mr. Pubg because that's all I've been playing. what I'm saying? I get up dreaming about that shit for some damn reason. It's addictive, but we're gonna have a good show. Get your popcorn ready.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. And man, we're gonna be coming in with our boy Livewire, our Donald Trump.
Yo, what's going on? This is your boy Livewire. And what's happening?
Oh, what's going on? All right,
how y'all doing? Y'all chilling?
Yeah,
yeah, man.
what's been going on with you,
up?
man? Other than
man.
dropping people on PUBG in a boat and just getting us killed without no action.
Oh yeah, man, that shit was crazy, bro. Yeah, you know what? I was trying to be too smart that one time, and yeah. I could have done better.
Yeah, you can't overthink it in that game. You can't overthink
it. I was like, oh, yo, I got this great idea.
I
was like, yo, KMEGA, check this out. Check this out. We not gonna make it if we try to climb up this fucking mountain to get over to the to the wall, the sensor wall or whatever. So what we gonna do is we gonna get on this boat. Come on. We're going to get on this boat and we're going to go around because, look, the sensor still stretches out into the water on the other side. I just didn't know that boat was slow as fuck. And then I was trying to drive that shit. I was thinking like, damn, this shit going to be like a speedboat in GTA. Nah.
The rowboat, you had to use the manual paddles and,
Like the best thing to drive is that dune buggy and the bike to me. That's if you want to. I mean, the car is the car and the Jeep obviously is more armored, but as far as like not flipping over and all that shit, to me the bike and the dune buggy is the best shit.
Well, go on with the topics, KMEGA. We'll talk about PUBG later.
All right, yeah, we'll talk about PUBG later. And anyway, All Day said he would be coming on, but he said he had to record a grown man. So when he gets done with doing that, hopefully we'll have him on. And with Triple Cup doing his thing out there in New Orleans. New Orleans, Waldy, you know what I'm saying? Then we'll have them back and we'll have them on. So anyway, man, let's get to the first topic. And I know all of a sudden people has been just hit like a brick about net neutrality. We talked about this not too long ago. I know me and Don has talked about it on the Dev and the Gamer. And I just wanted to bring it up just a little bit, not to go into full detail, but just to get you guys thought about the whole repeal thing. How serious is this for gamers? How serious is this for the nation? And what can we do? Because it's not going to get in full effect until April, and because they already repealed it. So do we have a chance to change this law, or is this the future for everybody that's on the net? I'm going to start with you, Delilah.
Sure. Wow. Yeah, I think honestly, I feel like there's gonna be enough large companies that's gonna be able to have their legal teams on this. Because there's so many other big companies that have money wrapped around the internet, like Netflix and Hulu and all these other companies. So I feel like their legal teams are gonna be severely involved, and so I'll be surprised if anything happens outside of the FCC decision, but we'll see. I just think it's interesting because it was such an outcry for it, and for it to still be pushed through to be disbanded or whatever, however you say it. I just think it was interesting because essentially the FCC is supposed to protect the people, and it's like the opposite happened. But we'll see, right? And then at this point, nothing the people could do. There's no other votes. I just feel like at this point, I hate to say it, that like everything that Obama tried to do in office is getting reversed. It seems that's what it feels like, at least from my eyes. I'm not even a Democrat or I don't even think
you're one of them others.
I'm one of them others. But what I'm saying,
he's like filthy independent.
No, she's not even in the opinion.
Right. I'm a Republican, but what I'm
Republican.
saying is this though. It's just that it's like it feels like that's what's happening from the health plan to the tax code to this net neutrality thing. Like everything is being reversed. It's like if you're working hard to erase a man's legacy, then this is what's gonna happen. But we'll see in April. You said that it won't take effect until April. Well, then I mean that just is it is what it is. But I still feel like there's enough people with big money to be able to prevent this from being a huge deal. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. And for you being one of the few. No, shout out to the Republicans, man.
I would talk to you offline as to why.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. No, I've heard some other people, some other brothers and sisters that tell me, their reasoning of being Republicans or independents. Yeah. And my old lady's dad was a congressman out here in Oklahoma, and he's die hard, baby. So you know what I'm saying? He's not Republican. He red meat. So
but I will tell you, what's interesting is, like, as far as my family is concerned, it's like my husband's father is Republican, my dad's a Republican, I'm a Republican. So it's just one of those things to where, you're kind of a product of your environment in some instances.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, as long as you keep your morals, as long as you weren't saying you was going to vote for Lord Moore or something like that.
Like, we've talked offline. You already know how I think. You know what I mean? How I feel. So
no, it's all good. No, this net neutrality thing is a serious situation and affects all people. If you are into politics or if you're not, this is just something that people, I don't think a lot of people really understand. And if they do now, it's still not too late. You can go talk to your congressman. You can go talk. You can get in protest. You can sign petitions. You can do whatever that you can to try to let your state congressman know that, look, this is not good.
This is one of the few issues that is not really Republican, Democrat, or Independent. This is a people versus
your state congressman know that. That was on me. That was me hitting the wrong button on my computer.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things to where this is like a cross party. This is one issue that's not even, a party lines type deal. That's what it feels like to me. As just being somebody who care about the issue. So yeah, that's all I have to say on it though.
Yeah, all right, cool. What about you, Kaleidoscope? Where's your temperament on this? Are you concerned? I mean, you are not a part. You're a part of the United States, but you're not in the United States. So, where are you at on this net neutrality situation?
Well, it's actually news to me. I'm over here trying to listen to the ladder to find out what's going on with to get a 4.1 on everything and whatnot.
How?
I'm like, okay, this is news to me.
Few months,
actually, I really don't know what's going on though. What's the breakdown on this, man?
All right, basically, I forget, our boy Collider, he's out there, man, in Puerto Rico, where they got hit with that huge hurricane. So sometimes he's got internet, sometimes he don't. They're going through a lot of issues out there right now, and so what net neutrality is basically it was basically keeping the internet free. It was keeping the government from dictating what you can watch and not having you pay for it. Basically, if you was a person that was interested into looking at conspiracy theorist channels and things like that, it's free. If you want to watch porn, it's free. Whatever that you wanted to go to, it was free, unless you went into the dark web and did some wild shit. It was free. So I'm just saying, and so basically without net neutrality, what you have is that these huge corporations can slow down your data to, let's just say that if you wanted to watch Netflix, or if you wanted to learn some conspiracy theorists or something, or whatever that you're interested in, that particular site can be slowed down so bad that it's unwatchable unless you pay for it. And that's kind of what is going on. The Trump administration has passed this law. The FCC is going ahead and passed it. And it's like Delilah said, it's just like everything that President Obama has put out there. And like I said, this is not about the party line situation. This is just what is going on right now. There's just whatever that he has passed and what he has tried to stop or try to not stop. The Trump administration is saying, nah, we want that to be gone. So, it basically takes away the freedoms of what the internet is, and people can charge you for their ISP. It will kill a lot of creation, because if people wanted to make new websites, things like that, if these big companies don't feel threatened or don't want that, they'll slow it down to a crawl, and people won't pay the money to go to a site that's just brand new, especially if it doesn't look like it's worth anything. You know what I'm saying? So it takes away from creativity. A lot of bad things can come from it, and it'll affect gamers And it'll affect gamers, and it'll affect other people that likes to stream and stuff like that the most, but particularly gamers, because if PC gamers, particularly, they like to laugh at us for paying for PSN or for Xbox Live, but they can start paying for Steam or EA or Origin or Ubisoft. They can start paying packages on top of their cable bill. So that's what's going on with that.
Wow, that sounds foul. All across the board. It just sounds foul, man. I mean, I'm surprised they even getting away with something like this, yo.
Exactly.
That's just crazy, man.
Packaging like Twitter with they could do whatever they want, really. Like say for instance, like YouTube. What's that dude named, that popular YouTuber? I can't remember his name. But anyway, they can prevent you.
PewDiePie.
That's his name.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous guy, whatever, racist. Anyway, PewDiePie. PewDiePie, like they could say they can censor like the amount, like whether his quality is great or not based on what he does if they want to, because they control, bandwidth at that point. Like, they could just alter the quality or charge you for even just visiting his YouTube account versus visiting somebody like me, or because I don't got a lot of views, they can throttle me out, and so I won't get as much because they feel like, oh, not too many people going to her, so let's just give it all to PewDiePie. They literally can control that. It's just kind of ridiculous.
It literally sounds un-American, yo. Literally, they're fucking with everybody's freedoms.
Well, it's part of capitalism, but yeah, it is infringing on freedoms.
Yeah, because if we was able to, the internet is something where I remember when they made it back in the day when they first created the internet, is for everybody to be able to put as much stuff on the internet, whatever they wanted to do, whether it was art, whether it was music, whether it was people, I guess, their little fringe benefits and whatnot. It doesn't matter, though. People were able to do on the internet whatever they felt like doing. All right? It was a freedom that everybody had and everybody enjoyed. And then having bandwidth and whatnot, dude, I'm going through issues out here in Puerto Rico with the bandwidth. But dude, having high bandwidth is also on point because you're able to enjoy all these services and whatnot. Nobody wants to be buffering a video for like 20 minutes or whatnot just to be able to see a 5-minute video.
Right. And that's the thing that can harm maybe even YouTubers to an extent. I mean, it could, like, maybe certain YouTubers get to pay extra money for their content to go out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I want to put 4K videos, so I'm going to have to pay $5 because I want to start uploading 4K videos or 1080p videos. So I'm going to pay an extra $2 a month just to upload that. That's stupid. That's dumb.
That's crazy. We're in the 4G era and whatnot. They want to bring us back to 2G. What's going on?
Well, it's
about money. That's what
it's about money, and it's about power. And I think more so what it is just that there are just people that want to have a message. Now, look, there are Fortune 500 companies. There's NBC. There's I think there was Netflix. There's a whole bunch of big companies out there that are saying that they don't support this. They want net neutrality. But again, they could say that, and then if it passes all the way through and it comes out there and people start paying money and they start seeing the interest, I mean all the money that they accumulate, that could change real quick, Jack. So who knows? All I'm just saying is that people need to be aware of this. I know that we've talked about this before. I know that you probably have heard this from other people, but it is very important because it does affect all of us. It doesn't just affect a certain amount or a certain group. It affects every last one of us that uses the internet on our phones, on our computers, tablets, everything. So just go on and then just move on down the line. Triple Cup Chuck, I see you in the house. Are you up, bro?
Man, I'm in here. What's good with you?
What's up with you, partner, man? Glad that you can make it, man. Glad you can make it. I know we talking about net neutrality. What do you think, man? What's going on with you?
Shit, cool, man. But yeah, this net neutrality is a fire topic. It's a real fire topic. I mean, if anything, it's just to open up some eyes to give more people be aware of it, because some people might not even know what it is and just overlook it. But you know what I'm saying, we talking about it, that's gonna catch some attention, some raise some eyebrows. And you know what I'm saying, for like the layman people that, you know what I'm saying, that's listening and kind of they catching it but not really catching it. Just the lamest way I could put it is, let's say you own Facebook and you got your Instagram account. Now, when you flicking through pictures, you know, so everything cool on Facebook. Then when you go on Instagram, it start moving all slow because they the they'd have suffocated it where it's not getting a bandwidth to that, even though you paying the same bill and all your internet's supposed to be coming at the same speed, but they'd have took a lot of the bandwidth from Instagram and put it on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? It's more like that type of thing as well.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. So what about you, 100? What do you think about this whole net neutrality thing? Have you been paying attention to it?
Yeah, I paid attention to it. Out here in California, the lawmakers said they're going to sue their asses if they even try to put it in. So I think it's not going, like you say, April. I think it's going to get pushed forward. I also heard that Congress can overturn it also.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, it's up to Congress to go ahead and let it go.
To overturn it. The FCC is acting like they don't want nothing to do with it no more. It's like they trying to push it off on someone else.
Right. That's basically it. Yeah.
Yeah. So they act like they want to push it off on someone else. So my thing is, it's not, I don't think, all right, out here in California, we get hit with type of fucking taxes. It's crazy. We get taxes for a line, taxes for this, taxes for that, taxes for this, taxes for that. So I think I see that already. I don't want to see it double, but I don't, it's a bunch of states that's out there. I forgot. I think it's about 12 states. If they actually go through it, they're going to sue the FCC.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be in court, and you know how court and that litigation, it can be appeals and all type of stuff. So it could be another 2 years before we even see it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
It might go to the Supreme Court.
Well, I think that's where they're trying to push it to, is to the Supreme Court. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair.
It sounds un-American. Somebody said that it sounds plain un-American. It does sound un-American.
It is. It's very, Kaleidoscope was right when he said it. It is un-American. This is not, look, I understand that corporations want to make money. And even though I don't know people, like I said, this isn't about a political view, whatever, what side you care about. It's just the fact that, look, we're already spending a lot of money on the internet as it is. I know that, for what I ask for, I pay a lot. And it's crazy because when you look at what's going on in other countries, their bandwidth is 2 or 3, 4 times faster, better, and it's cheaper than what we get in the United States. So I understand that.
And I have a business line, so I know I pay, I pay a lot.
Yeah, and I understand the people that will say and will tell me was like, look, you got to understand, there's more people per capita in the United States than there are in these other countries like Japan and things like that. But the fact of it is that we're still paying, and we should have at least faster or better, or even being in competition with, at least with the people that has the faster internet. I mean, where are we at in this country where we're second, third, fourth, 10th, or even 20th in the country when it comes to bandwidth speed, when this country is supposed to be number 1 in fucking everything? You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like they're just, it's ridiculous. So, what I'm saying, it is what it is. So, Livewire, go ahead and preach to us, man. I know you want to get into this.
Man, the net shit, man, this shit is just fucked up all the way around. It's all
okay. So that's basically it, huh?
It's money. It's money, bro. No. You know what? We can go deeper than that. It could be about control, especially with this administration. They don't like people, information. What do? They complain about leaks. They complain about the media. So if you can control all that shit, hey, it's true. What it is, man.
It is. What about you, 108 Dragons? What do you think about this? Okay, maybe he's streaming. Maybe he's streaming.
No. I don't think he's at his thing.
Is he not?
No, he's shooting people.
It's this damn mute button, man. My bad, people.
Man.
No, I'm listening to everything. My mute button is kind of stuck. My grandson spilled Kool-Aid in it, so it's kind of
you showing your age. You shouldn't be telling your people your age.
Let me tell you something. This net neutrality is gonna kill us, man, because like Delilah said, the smaller people is gonna get throttled out, and if your channel do pop or your site do pop, you're gonna want to keep your channel out there. You want to keep your site out there. You're gonna have to pay for it, and it's like they're gonna hit the consumer with the bill. And then they're going to hit the person who got a good website with the bill. Either way, these corporations just trying to make money off of everybody. Because right now, everybody's just basically mercenaries on the internet. And this is the way how to control people. You want more bandwidth? Give us some cash. Let us get into some of your profits. There's too many people eating on the internet, and they're watching from the sidelines like, how can we get in on this? This is what they're doing.
They want control. They want some
Right.
control.
They want the control. I think it's BS, man. They got to do better. They got to do better. And the reason they pushed it through, and let's not forget, they took more power away from the FCC. On top of it, it ain't like they just pushed it through and the FCC can still protect us. They took power from them. So now what?
Yeah.
It's bad, man. It's bad for business, man. I don't agree with it. It's bad.
It is. I see All Day Digital is in the house. I hope he brought his body bag tonight. Are you ready? Are you here?
Well, let me unzip it first because you're still in there. Hold on. What up?
Okay. Damn, I just cut your head off. Anyway, thank you, La. Thank you so much. Party's over. What's up, man? What do you think about this whole net neutrality thing? I mean, I haven't really heard your take on it too much.
Of course, it's trash. You know what I mean? Save the internet, man. I mean, that dude, what's his name? Ajit Pai?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a coward, bro. Like, if you've seen his video that he did, it seemed like he was like super like disrespecting just everybody. You know what I mean? Just you can steal Instagram and you can walk your puppy and do all this, just like making a fool out of everybody. You know what I mean? I just feel like he's super disrespectful. He thinks it's a game, and he needs to be yeah, we can't speak like that on here, but you know, but I had to watch myself real quick about to get medieval. But nah, it's definitely, I think the ISP providers, like, you know, your Cox Communications, your Comcast, and all these people, they're feeling the weight of people unplugging the TV, man. They really are feeling it. So they need something. This works perfectly to make more money for those companies, to throttle your internet for rival companies. You know, it's just, it's sickening, bro. It's pathetic. We don't need to be going through this. You got to sit back and realize that at the end of the day, they're not for us. You know what I mean?
Right. No, you're absolutely right.
The FCC is for us to protect us from things like this.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the wildest thing about it. And you know what? And big shout out to California, New York, all the big cities out there. You know, from in my state, everybody talks bad about people from New York and LA, especially about LA people, because
New York got the ball rolling on this stuff. Man.
Yeah. And well, LA, the New York got it rolling, but LA's been standing strong about a lot of things. They've been like, look, man, we're not tolerating a lot of these things that the administration is doing. But the crazy thing is that they're like, look, we're not going to allow our citizens to go through this type of scrutiny, and especially where people are already hurting. We're working our asses off to pay our bills and to take care of our families, and all we ask is just to entertain ourselves and to be a part of this internet generation and socialize and do all these things. And it's been this way ever since the internet has been available. So why would you change that? If you want to add a couple of things to it, make a couple of different regulations, okay, give it to a vote to the people. Other than that, if you don't, then leave the shit alone. It's just
Let me ask the panel a question. Did it those 2 million votes, what was that for that got supposedly botted and hacked? What was that?
I really got into it like that. I heard that it was something that what I did get.
It was for it or against it.
It was for it.
It was people. They found out that there were people that were dead. Somebody found people that were already deceased, and they hacked their accounts or whatever and used them as though those people were still alive, and said that they were for it.
Yeah, so, I retweeted that. Wow. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I retweeted it earlier, and I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, this is pathetic, bro.
Like, maybe that's how Trump got elected.
Hey, you never know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look, like I said, I don't want to get too deep in here because, you know what I'm saying, we'll lose all our views. I'm getting hate mail. But no, the thing of it is that, look, I just want people to be. Yeah, I need to because I love talking about politics. You know, I love my Rachel Maddow. And so the thing of it is that, come on, man, you know, you even said yourself, you're like, yeah, she's pretty dope. Anyway, no, man, I listen to all type of politics. I even listen to Rush Limbaugh, even though I can't stand his ass, but I listen to all things, just like I listen to PlayStation guys, I listen to Nintendo guys, I listen to PC guys. Like I said, I don't want to get overwhelmed by being just in one box and just thinking that that's what everything is in that one box. So anyway, let's move on to the next topic. I just hope everybody will really pay attention to this because it does affect all of us. Doesn't matter what what console or what platform that you choose, it affects us all, and we're all in this together. So
I mean, as gamers, we should definitely be worried. I mean, this could definitely affect multiplayer games and stuff like that. So
yeah,
you can definitely see. Hey, you want to be a better player? $4.99.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Fonzarelli be hanging them loot crates now. Shit.
4K,
man,
$69 a month. 4K,
Right?
$69 a month.
No, she's right, bro. They can actually bundle 4K content, man. Like,
Yeah.
So,
that's crazy.
yeah, they could actually do that, man. And then it's over. It's not only over for gaming, but it's over for just everything.
Just get everybody in this panel get ready to pop out those flip phones and head into the library once again.
Oh yeah. Well, there's also people. Hey, check this out. There's also people that does some wild shit. They put their like what are those things called? Those little things that you put into I can't even think of what they're called right now, but they implant them in different little spots all over the cities and shit where you
FRD chip or something.
There's one of those flip drives, those little flip drive things, things just like 99 cents or whatever that you can get anywhere, and people be putting information in them, and then you can go and put that stuff into your laptop, and then you can get information. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, man, I saw that on Vice. I was like, it was wild. Now, some people put some viruses in their shit so they could hack in their shit, but then other people was actually putting in secret information so people can learn it. Look, man, okay, let me
send that link.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, check it out. Vice, it's on Vice. Anyway, let's move on to the second topic, man, and that is the NPDs. And you know what? I'm going to go to you first.
Wait, hold on. Before we get started,
yes.
So you said we're going to the second topic?
Yeah.
So you started 53 minutes ago, and y'all talked about net neutrality for an hour.
No, we
started only 30 minutes.
It's only 30 minutes. Yeah, we started 8:30.
It said 53 minutes ago. That's why I'm like, what?
Oh no. I don't the thing said 8:30. Anyway, we started at 8:33. So
no, go ahead.
Okay, all right. No, we're talking about the NPDs. Let's go. I'm going to go straight to you all day. And the first thing that we want to talk about is since we know Sony won, right? Mm-hmm. What can Microsoft and Nintendo do in order to try to sustain or try to compete on winning any of these NPDs? Now, I think most of us on this panel don't give a damn about the NPDs, but there's a lot of people that care about it. They're interested, and what I'm saying, we need to hear it. We need to let people know what we think.
But I mean, all naturality, bro. Like, Microsoft did well. The numbers weren't far off. What they did, 1.3, 1.4, something like that?
Yeah, 1.4.
1.4. PlayStation did 1.8, right?
Yeah, only like they said 60,000. It was like only about like a 60,000 difference.
Yeah, so they did good. I mean, Nintendo, I don't know, man. Nintendo, I think they're still going to be up there. I mean, as long as they keep putting out, the software, the exclusives that people, I think third party is the reason why they probably will always be behind certain months. Because they don't get everything, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's interesting. I like to see what people are engaged with console-wise. That's why the numbers, they don't particularly matter, but it kind of gives you an idea what people are buying for the holidays or each month, you know what I mean? So, I think the PS4, whatever they're doing it well, they're doing it right. They're giving people what they want. I mean, they had the lead start on the generation, and they'll continue to steamroll. Microsoft is second place. You'll definitely see the numbers climb up there. Pubg, they're putting it out there for free with a purchase of an Xbox. That's going to help a lot for next month.
Right.
So I don't know how long that's going to be doing. That promotion is going to be available though. So what can they do, man? I don't know. Just the software. People have to see the games, man. Period.
That's it. Just the software. I mean, nothing else that they need to include
I mean, Microsoft's already giving you Game Pass. They're already giving you all these services. I mean, on their end, it's the games. Nintendo's end, they need more third-party support, I think. You know what I mean? I don't know. They're both. Oh, how much did Nintendo do?
That part I don't know. I just know that they came in third. I mean, and from what I was,
They did 900K.
they did 900K. Okay, and what I know that everybody did really well. Everybody's numbers increased dramatically, and it's amazing for what PlayStation has done. Especially the PlayStation 2 is the behemoth of all behemoths, and they sold more than they've ever sold in any month ever. That's
and you can always take or add maybe 10,000, 20,000 sales, because these companies don't let their shareholders know how much they're actually selling due to people. They're going to expect more return than investors.
right.
So there's always numbers to play with. You know what I mean? So I mean, shout out to all the companies, man. Everybody did pretty good in November. So
Yeah, they did good. They did good. Okay, all right. We're gonna move on to you, 108 Dragons. What do you think that, and if you want to include Sony for themselves, because Sony could slip. Sony could get too cocky. There's been times that they've kind of thrown themselves out there a little bit, but for the most part, they've stayed steady on what they've been trying to do in the last couple of years. What can Microsoft and Nintendo do to win a piece of that share, a big chunk of that share?
Well, Microsoft, their big lacking thing was the hardware's shortcomings. They got that. All they need is the games. I mean, 1.4 million, 1.8 million, or whatever the hell the numbers is. It was very close, right? So who cares who won NPD? It's a gaming community. Everybody did well. The season is thriving, and thriving game companies mean we're going to get more titles, and it won't be moving into next gen anytime soon. All Microsoft got to do is push out the titles. Next E3 is very important for them to show future titles.
If I hear next E3 one more time,
they can't because when E3 come, they can't talk about Sea of Thieves. They can't talk about Crackdown. They can't talk about State of Decay. They're gonna have to show something. So the pressure is really, really, really on them to show games. So that's all they gotta do. I mean, because the console is amazing. It's definitely with medium to high end PCs. So dudes are mad about that, but I don't see why you mad. Just go pick one up. And now that the PUBG packing, that's crazy because nobody expected that. This game sold 1 million already.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that here in a little
bit. So they doing everything they're doing right now is amazing because they was in a rut.
I wish I could make 30 million in 2 days. What, bro?
They was in a rut. So
Man,
it's a good look. It's a good look.
I'm drinking for days.
Yeah, good, really good look. All right, what about you, Infamous? Oh, what?
Ain't no Infamous in here.
Infamous is on my mind tonight. I don't know why. I don't know why. Stop it. Don't want no allegations on me.
Oh, mama.
He's in a PM right now.
I was just
Noriega of podcasting.
Listen.
Like, I don't even think we sound alike, but it is.
Come on, no. Me and Infamous was playing PUBG last night, and the things that she did to me was horrible. But no, that's it. I'm sorry, HD. Man, I got ran over, man. She did me dirty, and then she was threatening to leave me because she ran me over. But anyway, I'm sorry, Delilah. What is your thoughts about that? I know you don't like this, but
yeah, I don't really care. I just feel like well, it just tells me, to keep it on a positive note, it tells me that console gaming is strong. Period. I mean, because it wasn't too long ago we were talking about how mobile was the thing and console gaming is dying and single player games don't matter, and I mean it's always something when it comes to the gaming industry. So it's great to know that it's very, very strong and people are still supporting the industry. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
All right, cool. So I knew she was gonna be real short about it.
I don't like NPD.
Me neither, man. I mean, this is people love talking about it. I mean, all right, man. Big shout out to Porter Rock, man. What you doing, man? You got your wine glass with your water with your pinky up? Get your ass out of here. Anyway, what's up? Big shout out to Porter Rock.
Drink a grown man drink.
Kaleidoscope, man. What do you think about the whole NPD situation? Do you even really care? Because I haven't heard your perspective about it. And What does Xbox and Nintendo need to do to get a part of that share?
All right, well, the NPDs, supposedly what? Sony won out on console sales, right?
Right.
Like they sold consoles more than they ever did the entire year in this 1 month.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. They're not really making that much money on consoles, people. Y'all should know that for a fact. I don't know why people stress the MPD so damn much. All right, y'all really should be paying attention to the software people's buying. That's where they make their money at. That's where they make them bank at. That's what Microsoft is investing in. All right. So Sony could have 100 million consoles sold easily. Microsoft could have 50 million. But guess what? If they fucking outselling them in software, they're gonna be good to the end of the fucking year. All right. That's just the way it is, man. On console sales, at the first, they were selling the consoles at a loss. People were lying to themselves, saying, "Oh no, they making bank by selling all these consoles." They ain't making bank, man. The cost of the PS4 at launch was $379. That's before manufacturing costs, before shipping, before distribution, everything. So Sony was selling those consoles at a freaking loss, people. At a loss. All right. The only way they was making bank is on software. That's where you make your money at, people. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all really should be stressing. Not who got the most consoles sold. PCs, they don't be talking about what line of PC actually computers sold, whether it was Apple, whether it was Hewlett Packard. They don't stress none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're making all their money off of software. All right. Look at PUBG, for example. You know what I'm saying? But I know we're going to get into that in a minute and whatnot. But Microsoft was smart. They saw a freaking horse freaking come barreling out the gates and whatnot on PC. And they was like, wow, yo, they making crazy cheddar over there. Let's bring that over here to the console space and whatnot. And let's be first on the bandwagon for this, because this is going to blow up. And from what I'm seeing, yo, it's blowing up, yo.
2 days. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying it's like it's blowing up like crazy, yo. And this is just the start, people, right? And the game is only in game preview. All right, they got the coalition working on that. Can you imagine once that frame rate is buttery smooth? Oh my gosh, yo!
It's time to grab a beer. It's time to get real.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. That's the way it is, man. And
keep preaching to us, man. We want to hear the sermon. Go ahead, Clyde.
Yeah, dude.
Amen.
It's just the way it is. As a matter of fact, let me go a little bit further, yo.
Yeah, please.
Let me go a little bit further. All right. The console sales and whatnot, right? So all those games that they're talking about, that I think it was to 101 Dragon, right? That you were stating this, they can't show Crackdown no more at E3. They can't show down State of Decay. They can't show Sea of Thieves. I'm sure all those games will be out before E3.
Yeah.
All right. So they're gonna have to show us new games. And they even stated last year, you know what I'm saying, that there's a whole bunch of games that they could have showed us, but it was too early. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because the console community was asking. They was asking, not even asking, they was pleading. Just show us games that we're going to get within the immediate future. They was like, I bet we're going to do that. And they did that, and guess what? People started crying, oh, now we want to see new games. But wait a minute, man. You can't have both, man. It's like you cry about one thing and we give you this, and then you cry about another thing because you want new games, all right? Well, Shannon Loftus said they got like 17, 18 games, all right, that they're working on right now.
But
right? And those games, we're going to see the majority of them at E3.
I mean, those are AAA though. That's my only thing. My only concern.
Smells like live.
That's the thing. How many of them are AAA? I mean, dude, there's the rumors going around about certain games and whatnot. I don't want to get into that, but there's rumors about certain games. I remember a while back they was talking about what? Mechasalt?
Yes.
I remember them talking about Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Oof. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things they've been talking about for the last year and a half or so.
If hold on, Clyde. I'm gonna let you finish. But if that is anywhere near accurate, if they could bring back a Knights of the Old Republic, I think, and I'm going to ask you this all day because I know you want to interject what Clyde is saying. But come on, bro. If Xbox come with an exclusive Knights of the Old Republic, that should settle any problem or any type of rhetoric that has been going on with Xbox this whole generation. That game right there is the pinnacle.
But KMEGA, that is a hardcore game, and that's an old game for people of a certain age.
Okay, fuck the sales though. Fuck the sales though, because that game right there is a classic.
It's never coming back, bro. Never.
Okay, but that's fine. If you think that they're not coming back, that's fine. You can explain
It's not
why
coming back. Well, what was the first game? One of the first games they released on backwards compatibility for the OG Xbox. Next to Old Republic, bro.
So
why did they decide to bring that one out of all the games that they could have brought out? They brought out Knights of the Old Republic. Is they teasing something?
No. It's pure speculation. I mean, it's just they know it's a popular game. It's like, let's get it to the people. Plain and simple. So they also did what Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey. Those are going to get brought back too.
Yeah, from 360.
Well, what I'm saying is that you don't know what they're working on. It's all speculation at this point.
Right.
But ain't that fun that you're thinking about it?
It is. It's great. It's great. It's great for the industry. I mean, it's good.
Yeah, only thing that Xbox needs to do is just look. The only thing that I personally feel that Xbox need to do is just if they let's just say if they're working on,
hold on, if KOTOR did come out, you know it would be multiplayer, right?
Why would you say that?
Why?
Star Wars on the
Star Wars, bro. What the fuck?
Well, Spider-Man with Spider-Man from Marvel, is that multi-plat?
But that's
It should be.
It should be, definitely. I agree with you. It should be. But is it multi-plat?
Money talks and bullshit walks.
Exactly, man.
We all been talking about these numbers, and I just want to state one thing for the fact. There was a month where the Xbox One S didn't sell nothing right after E3. The numbers in NPD showed a big difference in who made the most money. Microsoft made the most money because they announced a new system and people went and bought it.
The crazy thing is they bought the most. They got the most in revenue, right?
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Because
you don't know how much of that revenue they brought in was profit.
Now, no question. But they made the most money out of the three companies. They were second in sales. No, but what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying. That means people waited for the system. Now, in terms of PSN numbers making money compared to Live makes quadruple the money of PSN. Quadruple. So this is for those numbers is for the people who want to talk numbers and sales, and because I don't know why y'all do that and we don't get the money. Nobody's making money off that as fans and enjoying your platform. But if you want to talk money, Microsoft is killing and making money on Live.
In software, yeah.
Yes, they're killing. It don't matter what the console is, because PlayStation would rather have the same amount of consoles if they was making Xbox Live money. Facts. Just saying.
Okay. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, look, okay, I don't. Okay, please explain to the panel and to everybody that's listening, why would you think that?
Hey, Puerto Rock wants to invite.
Okay.
That means I gotta go. That means I gotta go.
No,
we get Puerto Rock catch on the beginning of the year.
Knows the rules. Puerto Rock knows the rules.
I don't
we get Puerto Rock at the beginning of the year.
We keep it right. We keep it left.
We don't want to hear all that propaganda.
I mean, look, man. We're here.
That's all you talking right now.
I ain't saying nothing yet.
Listen,
Monday.
He hasn't got yet, yo.
The quietest motherfucker in the room.
Tell Puerto Rock to hit me up in the DM. But the fact of it is that look, this is okay. I'm going to ask you all day. I'm listening to you all day, and I'm going to address to the panel to why you think that in none of these games, because I mean, there was people that was in the chat that was saying Splinter Cell. You're saying that none of these games is going to come. Why do you think that Xbox is not going to attempt to bring those games?
Cell, bro. Splinter Cell with the 4K HDR, I love it.
It would have happened already. I mean, bro, if they do get Splinter Cell, it would be a timed exclusive, just like it was before, right?
No, I'm not even talking about new. I'm talking about backwards compatible, man. I need that. Give me that Skate 3.
You can have it right now. Just go put it on your PC.
No, I mean,
can I ask you a question? Who the hell made your ass a damn motherfucking insider?
I'm not an insider.
You acting like one?
Yeah,
like
but Splinter Cell wasn't time exclusive though. Wasn't there an exclusive Splinter Cell game last generation?
The first Splinter Cell ain't never touched no other thing. The first one ain't never touched one. Ain't never touched no other.
It came out later for the PS2.
Yeah, it came out a year later.
Oh, and that collector's edition type of thing, that wasn't years later.
No.
You better get off that Ripple.
No, it was like a couple months later. It came out. It was like the dog shit version. But
the first,
yeah, because the stages were smaller, stages were removed.
Because the PlayStation and the GameCube version were very similar. It was just that the PlayStation looked the worst, then the GameCube was there, and then it was Xbox.
But back to the question KMEGA said. I just think, what was the question you said? Why these games won't come out?
Yeah, because you were saying that it's not going to happen. So
I think personally, if these things could happen, I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen, but the way what they've been promising and what they've been showing and what they've been doing, it doesn't seem very likely. You got to go by pattern.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I got to hit up by the DM. So
all right. So you say by pattern. We don't know no pattern. What's the pattern? From each
you let me know.
Oh, to correct you guys, though, Splinter Cell Conviction never came out on any other console but the 360.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we got another special guest here. You know what I'm saying? Porter Rock is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Porter Rock knows the rules. We keep it. This isn't multiplayer.
Conviction was exclusive.
But Porter Rock, you felt strong enough to interject. So why don't you go ahead and give us your thoughts on why none of this is just a pie in the sky? Oh, really?
That's all that.
The broke mic.
Drinking on that shit pizzle. Drink some goddamn Hennessy or something.
Look, you got Sunset Overdrive begging for a publisher, bro. Microsoft ain't even holler at them. You know what I mean? So
that sounds like bullshit. Because they're not interested.
Hang on. You know what? They not. I got a question. They saying it right, but it could be a plot. It could be a plot for what's going on. We don't know what's going on. We're not in these meetings. We're going off of what people write on the
I'm just going off of what the developer said.
No, we're going off. Man, the developer said I'm looking for something.
Why the fuck should he be looking? It should be there already.
But Microsoft's sitting there like, okay, what do you got for me to spend? Show me what you got for me to spend. What do you got? They got fucked over. They already got fucked over off of Scalebound from Platinum. They might say we're not getting fucked. We're not getting a timely fashion. We're not getting fucked again. So what do you got to show me to publish this game? Yeah, I ain't got nothing right now.
My thing is,
bring me something. Because I'll put it this way: Sony ain't jumping on it. Nintendo ain't jumping on it.
But 100, come on. If Microsoft has a choice, they probably looking for a different game than Sunset Overdrive. To be honest,
Sunset Overdrive is dope. It needs a sequel. Facts.
But it didn't sell. So they might be looking.
It didn't sell.
What I'm telling you, listen. What I'm telling you is that fact that the game didn't sell. So because the game didn't sell, they might be looking for something better. Because guess what? At the end of the day, if people don't buy the game, there's no real incentive to make a fucking another one.
And that's the problem. That's what PlayStation does. If no one buys it, they still put out sequels.
Yep.
Yeah. The order 1886.
Right. Well, I mean,
no,
they
fired them for that. No, they fired them.
I'm just saying, though, man. There's certain games, yo. If they don't make money, if they don't make sense at the end of the day, it ain't getting made.
They won't make no rigs either.
True that.
Well, see, this is my thought process on it. Like, if I cook a certain meal for you and you tell me you don't like it, am I going to cook that shit again? You feel me? Like, I don't like.
No, I agree with you. I agree.
Yeah, but somebody
if you tell me you don't like fucking chicken salad, and I'll be like, well, guess what?
But somebody in your house might like it, though, right? Somebody in your house might like it.
No, this generation.
I remember on PS2 there was a game called War of the Monsters, made by the guys that did Twisted Metal. There was never a sequel, and I thought that game was fire. All right, fire.
Wow, Microsoft can do it. Mike is jacked up. Good lord. Porter Rock, jump out and come back in. Good lord, that's horrible.
No, actually, no. Is he in?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I was
trying to use an example. I was going to say that for me, it's like the Assassin's Creed effect. Like, and this is what I wish Microsoft would do. Is like Assassin's Creed. The first game wasn't all that great, but 2 was way better than the first game. And so sometimes I feel like usually game come out and it doesn't get great until the sequel. Like, it doesn't have all the pieces that they want to put in for the first game. into the
Yeah, that first game's a test run.
Yeah.
right, exactly. Because
You can say the same thing for Halo. Once Halo 2 came out, man.
Sometimes
yeah,
the test
exactly.
Wait, but see, this is where I'm confused, right? Y'all just said y'all want AAA blockbusters, right? Now when you do them AAA blockbusters, those shits are expensive as fuck, right? Am I not?
Yeah, you
right. False, right? Okay,
You want somebody to co-sign? Go ahead.
Now look at the game like what's this game? PUBG that we're just playing. How much you think it costs them to make that shit? But how much money they making?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So what they did was they had a small game that became something bigger, and that's the approach that Microsoft is the Xbox is taking, right? But people are saying no, we want some super over the top polished shit like PlayStation. I'm like, bro, that shit don't always work like that. It seems like, and especially when you're talking about Microsoft, their fan base is mainly multiplayer. Look at the PUBG shit.
I don't know about after net neutrality.
Yeah, but whatever. But PUBG is a multiplayer game that at best runs a little bit janky, right? But it destroys, although the sales are way better than any of the single player games that they launched, and the single player games look better.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Shit's all over all that shit visually. Shit's on it. Right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
can I make a point though on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
How many multiplayers failed though? Both on PC, like Lawbreakers, Paladins.
Well, you know what?
There's a lot of small multi.
Let's go to the Lawbreakers thing because that was the funny thing.
Because a lot bad timing and poor marketing. I mean,
no, because this is what
Paladins, Battleborn.
When did Lawbreakers come out? That came out.
Battleborn was terrible, yo.
It was going against
what I'm saying is
that was terrible timing.
You're saying you name one game. It's not like you could name 50 multiplayer games that are successful. Is the
Yeah, but why you say how you can say Paladins ain't? Why you say Paladins is not good? And that's free to play. And a lot of people still play Paladins. And Paladins is not bad, but it's
free, bro. That's why.
No. Can we be honest for a second? Wait, hold up. Can we be honest for a second?
None of us would be playing Fortnite if it weren't free. So
no. Can we be honest? Let's be honest for a second.
Fortnite was a failure.
Because if we looked at PUBG versus Lawbreakers, just looking at the game, most people would have been like, what's Xbox doing? Why would they get this shitty looking game versus this more polished, super crisp graphical game, right? Because that's what a lot of people were bitching about.
PUBG's already proven on another platform.
No. But when it wasn't all day, when it wasn't. That's what I'm telling you.
It always was.
No. What?
PUBG?
How was it always proven? How?
Because H1Z1 was already hot. What are you talking about,
bro?
Man, H1Z1
because that was
one. They fucking community is dead. They're straight up dead. It's coming on the Xbox. It's coming on the Xbox.
H1Z1 community been dead for about a year and a half.
Yeah, and that's why it's coming on Xbox first. It's coming on Xbox first. It's been dead.
Look, man, we got to cut the bullshit out, man. Most people that are casual gamers, right, that had no clue what PUBG was. If PUBG and Hellblade came out, Hellblade and Lawbreakers came out, and they gave you an option for a gamer, and they were looking at, oh, this is janky, blah blah blah. I never played it, but I'm just looking at it versus Lawbreakers, which is a typical shooter. Most of them would have just went, oh, look what the polished thing. But they would have played it and put that shit down, just like the PlayStation community played it and put that shit down. Whereas on the fucking PUBG shit, because people actually got a chance to play it, the shit spread like wildfire. The shit is ridiculous right now, just off of word of mouth. Because there's really no commercials. Nope. I haven't seen a goddamn commercial, not one. Shit, I haven't even seen fucking shit on the internet yet, other than Microsoft doing shit on their own page or Twitter. On some real shit. Like, what are commercials?
This nigga drinking too much chlorine.
Come on, bro. Just because you don't, look, man. See, you believe what you want to believe and shit like that, but
PUBG's already. What are you trying to say?
Yeah, PUBG's gameplay is better though. That's just really what it comes down. It's a better.
But you wouldn't. Yeah, but come on, y'all wouldn't know that until you actually played it.
But
what?
Why does Dragon keep on muting them?
I don't know.
My bad.
Yeah, but PC gamers played it.
I couldn't hear him.
PC gamers played it and they made the decision. They felt it's a better game.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean, most people.
First of all,
I don't think anybody's arguing that Lawbreakers is a better game. PUBG is the better game. It's more popular.
People keep forgetting that the H1Z1 dudes, some of them made PUBG. Let's not forget that. People forget that. They didn't just abandon H1Z1. The community got dead. They built another platform on the premises of what they started.
Facts.
That created PUBG. Let's not forget that, because H1Z1 was on fire for a long time.
And it's still in game preview.
Right. Yeah. But it was primitive. Everybody looked like robots when they walk in, and it was really subpar.
It was a proven formula that they can build on, bro. That's all.
Right. That's what they did. So people who don't know that, that's the facts.
Yeah,
so
but
they got a better game. And same thing with Fortnite. There's nothing wrong with Fortnite version. People was like, oh, it's cartoony. Stupid. Fortnite is a cartoony game. They're not going to change the graphics for added on multiplayer. But basically, they're not the same game because one is like Rainbow Six and one is like Call of Duty. You can take a pistol and shoot somebody 500 yards in what's name, but this one, the PUBG, is more realistic. The weapons, the attachments, it's different. It's like Battlefield versus Call of Duty, but they're based off of H1Z1, both of them.
Yeah, I mean, because what the funny thing about PUBG, real quick, when you first play it, for anybody who hasn't played on PC, you know what it plays like? It plays like State of Decay.
Look, straight up. And Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's like you just go in, you be like, oh shit, this shit is like State of Decay.
But see, people who haven't played those games, they won't know that.
They don't know that.
Because they already got these built up perceptions of what they think some of these games are because they don't own Xboxes or they just got Xbox and they haven't even touched those games.
Or don't hardly play.
They have these they have these built up perceptions about it.
My issue was only that a lot of people just want to say, oh, we want the super graphical AAA only. I mean, that's great. Don't get me wrong. I want that too. But if everybody's thinking that Microsoft, every single game, like what was the number? They have 6 games on the table. If they only have 4 of them that are super graphical, that's fine. As long as they have games that are that build up to something great in the future, I'm cool with it. Just like
none of those games coming out next year.
I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know what games are coming out next year. I have no idea because we really don't know what their plan is. Like this is.
Well, we know the plan. Where you been?
What's the
plan? What's the plan? I want to know what's the plan. I need to know this.
What the fuck Sony coming out next year? They ain't got no release date.
Sony, I just want to know. I don't care about Sony.
You want to die this early?
100, we not
Do
doing
you want to
that.
die this early?
What's the plan on Xbox?
Hey, KMEGA. 2018. That's all they say. 2018. These Microsoft came and said, "Hey, Sea of Thieves is coming out. March. They don't have nothing."
Did you watch PSX? They explain why they do that.
Man, I fell asleep. I almost fell asleep on it. I got drunk.
Everybody fell asleep. IGN destroyed them. I mean, every major website was like, "Yo, come on."
Oh yeah.
And I'm not
pay all that money.
My thing is,
Johnny Carson show.
I'm a God of War dude. Stop showing me videos. Stop. I'm a Spider-Man dude. Stop showing me videos. Please give me a date. Please give me an idea. Say holiday season. Do something. Spring. They won't do it. They even got on stage and everybody got on the same dude 500 times.
When it's coming out, we don't know yet.
Everybody.
2018.
Let's be honest.
When it's coming out, 2018.
Can we be honest about something? If Sony did give a specific date, does it really mean anything?
Yes, I'll feel better as a fan.
Y'all
how many times? No, it's a good question. How many times did Sony? No, wait. How many times? I'm saying how many times did they give a date and they changed it anyway? It's just a number. It's just a number.
I know. Can you guys hear me?
But it doesn't matter. They'll move it anyway. Even
that's what I'm saying. It's an imaginary number.
No, a date. Listen, a date will allow you to pre-order the game. First of all,
but
I got to pre-order right now.
What's going on?
No date.
I got to pre-order right now.
You can pre-order on PSN right now.
Oh, so I mean, I'm just
no date
right now. Right now, don't matter.
But that's what I'm saying.
Pre-order on PSN right now. I can go pre-order Sea of Thieves right now.
Wait, what game you said you had pre-ordered?
He said God of War.
God of War.
God of War. Oh, well, no,
you got God of War pre-order. You got that GameStop December 31st, 2018. That's not a pre-order.
That's a placeholder date. But anyway,
exactly.
But
no, it is a pre-order. Like right now, I could leave my console off, and one day I wake up, whenever they do decide to release God of War, it's downloaded and ready to go.
Can you pre-order on PlayStation right now?
I got it already. I just told you. I have it pre-ordered.
PlayStation, like actual PlayStation, not GameStop.
PSN. You can do it right now.
You could do it right now.
So they just get y'all money before you even got there.
How would they get my money?
It's worth it.
Unless they cancel the game. Unless they cancel the game. And don't give me my money back.
I got a question. I got one question. Did you pay for it in full already?
Yes. Like what is this? The Spanish Inquisition? Yes. I can't do layaway.
Okay, so if you pre-order on Xbox, if the game won't come, they don't take your money until 2 weeks before the game comes out.
Okay, big deal. So what?
So what do we already
got your money? So they got your money.
Hold on.
Yes, because I want the game.
Okay, all right. One at a time, guys. One at a time.
Hold on. Listen to me. What I'm saying is, Puerto Rock, this is why dates are important. You see, everybody was looking forward to Crackdown. Soon as Microsoft pushed that to spring, did you see the negative press they got because they pushed that to spring? That means people care about dates.
Right. And that's why at PSX they said we're doing Windows.
Right. They got ripped apart for pushing it to spring because people want dates.
Okay.
It makes the people.
There's other people on the panel that needs to express their feelings about what's going on. Puerto Rock, I'm going to go to you after I get to Triple Cup. Okay. Triple Cup, what is your
left?
No, he's back. Triple Cup is back.
He left.
No, he left.
He left again.
No, he's in here. Oh no, yeah. Now
he's gone.
All right,
Cuphead disappeared.
Okay, all right. Well, Puerto Rock, I'm going to go to you, and I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked everybody else. Was okay. Now you know that Sony won the NPDs, and what could Xbox and Microsoft do to try to win the piece of this pie? You know what I'm saying? Get a piece of the share. What do you think that those two companies can do to try to catch up, even up, whatever they can?
For this gen, nothing. I think Microsoft
It's
just
not even open.
I'm serious. This gen is nothing.
You can't even put a little creation to it, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. For this gen, let's be serious. This
All right, well, go ahead.
I'm serious. There's like a 30 million.
Nothing.
Selfie face.
Listen, Sony would have to actually stop selling PlayStations, period, for Xbox to catch up. And I'm not bullshitting as a fanboy. The lead's too big. But what Microsoft can do is build for the next platform. You know, build for the next Xbox. Build your studios, build a good portfolio, and then when you come out with the new Xbox, don't repeat the same mistakes that you did before. Focus on the gaming platform. Sure, have your media, Netflix, all that stuff. But when you unveil the next console, unveil it, and now you have the arm of these first-party studios supporting you. Okay, so there's nothing. There's not much for this gen they could do except just keep doing what they got for the fans that they support with.
What about Nintendo? Come on, hold on, wait. What about Nintendo? I've actually got no questions.
Well, Nintendo's out the gate, so Nintendo doing what they're doing, they're just gonna be hot off the heels. Like right now, Nintendo Switch is a new console, so I don't see it as the same as they're behind Sony because they just came out a couple of months ago. They're doing fine. Everybody's buying the Switch. That thing sold 10 million in 10 months. That thing's gonna sell a shitload. So Nintendo's fine.
Okay, so really, in the sense, you don't see PlayStation being too arrogant or kind of laxing off just for the fact because they have such a astronomical lead right now.
I'm afraid for next gen that they'll put like this gen. All they got to do now, because there's no more hardware for this gen. There's no more PS4 or anything hardware wise. Is just keep making games. That's it. That's all they're gonna do. I'm concerned on how their attitude is going to be for the PlayStation 5. If they're going to do some dumb shit like, we're going to sell you a $750 console and you got to work 3 jobs to do it. That's what I'm afraid of.
Like they did with PS2.
Yeah.
Or the PS3.
It was on their high horse and got knocked off.
So, you know, the rest of the gen, they're just going to keep making games, and then we just got to see what they're going to do with the PS5.
Bro, okay.
They're just gonna close the rest. They're just not gonna, they're just gonna chill.
Now
just make games because they got nothing much else to do.
I'm gonna let 100 ask you a question, but I'm gonna ask you this last question before we move on to the next topic. But do you actually feel that NPDs are overrated, or is it that is something? Or it's the indication, it's the staple of what's going on in the climate of gaming today?
In seriousness, and just in all seriousness,
Yeah,
NPD is a good measure of how all the consoles do. And all consoles did phenomenal. I think this is probably the best NPD in November across all platforms that we ever had. So for people talking shit that console gaming's dying because everybody's gonna be a phone gamer playing Bubble Witch, well, each his hell. Take this out, dog. We ain't playing no Bubble Witch. We ain't playing that. We not doing that here.
What the hell is Bubble Witch? What is Bubble Witch?
Oh shit! Don't play it, bro. You'll be addicted.
No.
My man will start streaming Bubble Witch. I'm mixing.
Bro. No. Anyway,
presents.
No, hell no. What
That's a fact.
No, that's not a fact, Jack. Anyway,
no, but you know, so I'll be honest. I'm happy. You know, I talk shit, whatever, because it's all entertainment. But I'm real. I'm happy every console's doing well, because I say this many a times. Our console industry, and people may not realize it, it is fragile, because we only got 3 manufacturers that make consoles. How many damn tablets are out there? Hell, there's like 30 manufacturers that makes kids tablets by themselves.
I made a tablet.
How many phone manufacturers? How many TVs and radios?
We have a new platform that's going to come out. I will discuss that before we end the show tonight.
The Atari?
The Atari is coming. The Atari box is on its way, baby. Anyway, man. All right, cool. 100. What was the question you was going to ask?
Shit. You know where I can find some liquor?
Oh, stop it.
So you already got it. I was going to ask out of all these $70 million, 70 consoles, why PSN numbers ain't up for people buying PS Plus?
Here we go. Kill them.
That's all I want to know. Why?
Right, so
it's 70 million. So if I got 70 million consoles, I expect at least 40 to 50% people buying PSN, and it's not that number is not that. Where you got Microsoft with Xbox Live, and them numbers is damn near way more. So they got 70 million. So where these other console people just playing on to play it offline?
All right, so to answer your question, we got to understand, we got to talk apples to apples and not apples to oranges. The numbers Microsoft release is not gold subscribers. They only talk active users. Now this, I know we bullshit about this yesterday, but Microsoft does not. No one knows how many gold subscribers out there.
DRM came out
never released
about the King thing.
Okay,
because he showed the information. Those people that showed information. I'm just saying. I'm gonna
leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. But Microsoft does not release gold subscribers. We don't know how many people are paying for Live, but we know how many active users are on there. It's like around 56 million. Sony's using the same metrics, plus they mention PSN subscribers. So there's no way for me to compare gold subscribers with PSN Plus because we don't have the numbers. So we'll just leave it at that. Now, on PlayStation, believe it or not, you don't need to pay to play online, because every free-to-play online game like Warframe and all that, you can still play them without a subscription. So if all you're interested in these free-to-plays, you can play them and still have party chat. So that does hurt PSN subscription if you don't really need it, if you're still playing the games you want to play on PlayStation. So that does hold that back, right? On PlayStation, you don't need to play, you don't need to pay to party chat, and every free-to-play is really, truly a free-to-play. You could play all these free multiplayer games without paying a single dime. That hurts PSN Plus subscriptions.
But who really playing these free-to-play games?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Didn't you just say people are playing Paladin? You were defending Paladin a few minutes ago.
I play Paladin, but
This
Paladin,
is 100 and shrunk.
hang on, but Paladin is not Overwatch.
Okay,
I know it ain't Overwatch.
It's still free.
It's not,
I'm not.
I play Neverwinter, but like I say, I play Neverwinter.
Don't admit that online.
You know what I'm saying? I play Neverwinter. I play a lot of free-to-play games. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying free-to-play games are bigger than the big multiplayer. I'm just saying the option is there, and when you give options, some people take it.
So you're gonna buy a console to play free-to-play games?
They might.
They might.
You can play the same shit on your laptop.
Okay.
That you already own.
And you can play Xbox games on a PC. I mean, it doesn't matter. If the choices are there, people are going to take it. You know, the choice is there. We all can't say what a gamer's going to do. It just doesn't work that way. Gamers are going to do what they want to do with what they want.
Yeah, but you got 70 million out there, right? You got 70 million.
Yeah.
Where's the install base from PSN?
He just told you.
I just answered.
You blaming it on free to play. Free to play.
I gave you
free to play. I would have took that excuse.
Put the bottle down.
100.
No, I would have took that excuse if it was a damn mobile game. I'm not taking it on no console. I'm not buying a console.
Listen, 100. I just listen, 100. For one, I just told you, I don't know what gold is, so we don't have a base. Like if Microsoft said, hey, we got 45 million gold subscribers, then that gives us, all right, Microsoft has more than 50% of their users. How come Sony doesn't? Then that would make sense. But we don't have a metric. Who's to say that Sony doesn't have the most subscribers, and that's why Microsoft stays quiet? We don't know.
Sony would have came out and said something. Come on, you know the boys. They come out with the right hand of God. We sold 100 for Uncharted. Come on.
All right, 100.
Hey, KMEGA picking it up, man.
Hold up. So hold up. So 100. Sony does tell people this is how many subscribers we have that are paying for live, but that are paying for plus. But they don't know what Microsoft has. They don't know. They can't say we have.
Yeah, but we all know.
No, we don't. Microsoft doesn't say.
You can do that. Okay, if that's not the truth, we can get on Xbox and you can damn near play with anybody. Everybody I play with that's on PlayStation, they play PlayStation. They're on Xbox Live, and you got to pay for it.
Oh my God!
I got a lot of guys. What you doing, man? I'm playing Uncharted Collection. They talking on Xbox Live. They got the Xbox on. So now I'm going off my demographic for guys. I mess with everybody.
So 100.
But there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys. They're not talking. They say, man, ain't nobody talking over there.
Okay.
I'm coming to talk to y'all.
So live.
And then you got and now also I give this to you too. You have the Windows 10 app, so you can also talk for free. I throw that into it too. So I ain't gonna count that. That's Xbox Live.
All right, 100. You're telling me you're gonna judge PSN 70 million demographic that's worldwide based on dudes from LA? Like, come on, bro.
What you mean? I don't talk to dudes from LA. Man, I talk to dudes from Australia.
You don't even care about Japan and Europe and all that. Like, come on.
I know. I talk to people from everywhere. I stay up late.
Get this nigga off the stage, bro.
I say it was late. And then
listen.
know I
Wait, when I head out to LA, we'll head out the bar. I'll have the same Henny you drinking because you drinking some good shit, bro.
Yeah,
I want to drink. I want to drink what you
drink. But I'm gonna end the talking, man. Move on to the next. I apologize, but
all right, brother.
We had a good conversation. I'm gonna be quiet.
I could keep it cordial.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Off the porch.
Just for the record, I posted the PSN numbers financially and live financially on my YouTube channel because I look up the stats, and it wasn't even close. That's the facts. So it don't matter how many people on either one, live is killing them financially. Period.
Can you send me that link?
Late, bruh.
What happened?
If you late, you got a channel, right? You got to be on your job at all times.
Oh, so you're gonna say something, but now hook up people with the link. All right.
I don't gotta hook you up with nothing.
Okay, cool.
But I posted it on my channel. Go look at my videos.
Okay. Well, which one? That's why I asked for the link.
I'm trying to figure that out.
I'm just asking. Well, Dan got all offensive. I'm just asking hell, if anything, you should want me to watch your video.
Like, okay, can y'all hear me?
Damn.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we get you.
Okay.
Move on.
Stop people from going on rants.
I've been saying let's move on for about 5 minutes. I don't know. Look, this is gonna be wild. Hold on, wait. This is gonna be fucking wild because if the people can hear me, because I'm like, you motherfuckers need to stop. I'm about to put the ejecto seat on some motherfuckers.
We couldn't hear you.
I'm like, stop. Let's move on. I don't know what's going on.
You wasn't even talking for like the last few minutes.
I was like, come on. So anyway.
Yeah, move on.
PUBG. All right, we talked about PUBG just for a little bit, but we're going to get back into PUBG. It sold over 1 million copies in less than 2 days, even through the criticism. So now I'm going to go to
send him the link. Send him the link.
Oh my goodness. All right.
I move my way.
All right. So Livewire. Okay, PUBG 1 million. Does this game, and this game is broken. It is broken, but it's also in the previews program. It states it when you first start on the game. It's been stated before. How many sales do you think this game will generate on the Xbox? And do you think if it generates enough sales, will this game still be a multi-plat, or will this stay an exclusive for the Xbox console?
Man, it's hard to say, man. I mean, I don't.
Where the dolphin sounds at?
I don't know what their
I'm being nice to
mindset is right now as far as you know, with PUBG, because I mean the same thing with Minecraft. You know what I mean? Like Minecraft, you know, they own it, but it's on everything. And to be honest, Microsoft could do the same shit. They could literally go out and buy PUBG, but then put it on everything if they wanted to, right? And you know what's really smart about PUBG, and a lot of people don't even look at it this way, is that the reason why Microsoft probably invested with PUBG, because they're doing shit that they ain't never do for nobody. None of these third party studios. They ain't done none of this extra shit. Putting gears over. I mean, saying, oh, you could get our Gears have coalition come over there and fucking you want Sea of Thieves water, even though they didn't use it. It was like they gave them the option. But the thing is, cloud computing.
All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
Are you playing your fucking games, man? I'm trying to be serious, man.
Everybody wants.
Anyway, what I'm saying is fucking cloud computing, because the reason why I say that is because the game PUBG is CPU heavy, right? So to keep track of all the players, the fucking buildings, all that crazy shit, that's where they could really sell people on. Look at what PUBG was, and now look at what it is now, right? And be like, and because we use cloud computing, this is how we improve the game. Motherfuckers will lose their mind, especially if they can get that shit to go from 30 fucking up and down all over the place to fucking 60. What? Motherfuckers would be like, all right, we're on board. You proved it to us. We don't even need you to prove it to us with Crackdown. We still want it, but PUBG had proved your point. We got it, right? That's why I think it's a smart move for them to try to, and that's the reason why I think they're working with it. It's to, you know, push their cloud computing, man.
I think so too. There's people that still think that the cloud computing and DirectX 12 is absolutely a unicorn that is not real. But anyway, let's go ahead to you all day. What do you think about PUBG selling over 1 million? Do you think Xbox can snag it and keep it as an exclusive if it keeps selling like at the rate as it is? What do you think?
I'm gonna keep it real short, right? PUBG's already a proven game, a proven success. It's just common sense it would sell out on Xbox. I mean, a lot of console gamers probably watch a lot of coverage on this game anyway on YouTube and Twitch. So it's not a surprise, not a big deal. I think it'll do good on console. People need to experience this type of game that's interested in it. It's good, you know what I mean? It has a good following, but the downside to it to me is it's a trendy game, right? So it could fizzle out later, but it's doing well right now, so that's good. That's really it, man. It's not a surprise it's doing well. You know what I mean? So
okay. What about you, Delilah?
You talking about in regards to like PUBG and whatnot?
Yeah. Do you think that PUBG? What is your thoughts about it selling over 1 million in 2 days and with?
Honestly, I didn't.
And do you think it could be exclusive?
Personally, so 2 million in 2 days.
In 2 days,
1 million.
Okay. 1 million, yeah. I'm surprised that it sold 1 million in 2 days. I was expecting for it to be like 2 weeks, but you know, it is what it is. It has a lot of, you know, buzz around it. I mean, Microsoft's been talking about it since they announced it at E3, so it's one of those things to where, you know, they put some backing behind it. I feel like if they put more marketing behind all their titles, it'll do better than what they've been doing. But I mean, it just needs the proper support, in my opinion.
Right.
But I'm, you know, good for them. I mean, that's how I look at it. I've played it. I think it's a great game. It's very tense. Like I like the you know, the feels you get when you panicking, running around, can't find a weapon, and you know, it's just that's the appeal for it. But I do worry about the fact that it's just a mode, and that any game can kind of you know, adopt this the mode and then have it in their games, is like what we've seen with Fortnite. So I mean, I think there's a problem there. Where, you know, you're gonna have a bunch of copycat games like we've seen with other titles. You know, between like, you know, Gears 4 and then the Uncharted multiplayer, stuff like that, like copycat type stuff. So I mean, it can happen. But yeah, cool.
Let me drop this little tidbit real quick. In China, there's a Call of Duty Online who they simulate the same type of game mode. So if Call of Duty gets a hold on this game mode, PUBG's dead. Period.
Yeah, I don't think.
But
That's a game.
person.
That's exactly.
That's a first-person game.
That's a problem. To me, that's a problem.
Oh, facts.
You know, because it's like. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. That like, I'm sorry.
To me, that's a problem because any game can just say, okay, we're gonna do a battle royale mode, and then it's pretty much a PUBG.
Delilah, can you imagine if GTA did this?
Look, man,
it's a wrap for PUBG.
We're never gonna see.
Dude, no, but Halo. Think about this Halo. Destiny. I mean, anybody could.
Anyone could copy it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things to where they probably already planning it right now. Like we're gonna see a bunch of battle royale copycats next year.
Yeah, but you know what? The reason why they don't do it is because of the CPU, man. That's the reason why they don't do it. They don't do it.
But stop it, dude. They go. Come on. If Fortnite
you might be onto something because what's the download?
Nah,
it's
but
only 5
but
gigabytes.
At the same time, Fortnite, graphically, it's not,
It's not that demanding. I get that graphically,
You trying to tell me PUBG is demanding, son?
But
I'm not saying that's the same level.
That's why.
No.
Way more what he's saying is that's why it isn't graphically demanding. It's the fact that what it's trying to do, 100-player battle royale.
But that's the reason why one is struggling a little bit more than the other.
Put it this way, you don't need 100 players to make this game mode work either.
No. You could cap it at 50.
No, you don't.
Right?
Yeah, you could.
Battlefield,
I guarantee you Red Dead will do it.
Red
Dead's gonna do this.
And EA could do it Battlefield. The map's already huge.
Yeah, the
map's
map,
already huge.
multiple maps on top of that. Yeah.
I can see it. It's just a mode. So I can see, other publishers putting money behind the mode and making buku because of the fact that, I mean, it's a wrap. That's how I look at it when I look at PUBG. I mean, it's gonna make its money because it's a lot of buzz. And Microsoft is smart to get in on it as early as they could. So it's smart. Let's get the money now while it's hot, and then once all these other publishers and the devs copy the mode, we can make money off that too. It's a smart play. It's a smart play to get in
like
early.
Modern Warfare Remastered, right? They got a game mode in there called Prop Hunt. Now, Prop Hunt is a crazy popular mode in Gary's mod on the PC. Call of Duty adapted it, put the same thing, same mechanics, and that's the most played game mode besides Team Deathmatch on the Call of Duty 4 Remastered.
Yeah, it's like what's preventing them, other publishers and developers, from doing that? Nothing.
Because obviously there's no patent, right?
Right. It's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, Fortnite did it like from the get-go before.
Yeah.
Hey, and not to mention, Fortnite went up on Steam, and PUBG was like number 3, and Fortnite was number 1 most played game. So,
yeah. Well,
that's because it's free, right?
Yeah.
You can't compare that with free, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
You can't do that with free. But what do you think about this kaleidoscope? I mean, about PUBG selling 1 million in 2 days with the criticism, and do you think that it can stay an exclusive for Microsoft on this console, or do you think that they would just let it go and just go to the other platforms?
There's a strong possibility that may end up being exclusive because at the end of the day, money talks and bullshit walks.
They're gonna be like, so what? Because every other game's gonna have the same.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Let me just address this. Puerto Rock. I don't know if you brought your ravaged dog coming out the damn backyard, but Marcade, this anonymous dude, is over here just going after everybody, man. Look, I'm about to give you the ejecto seat. Get your ass out of here. Just being disrespectful to everybody. I mean, Kids Move coming here. Shout out to Kids Move. Puerto Rock came in here. He didn't say nothing. But everybody else coming here and they say something. He's just saying, people do this, people do that. Come on, guys. Be respectful. We all gamers in this. If we disagree, we disagree. Comment. But all that other bullshit, let it go. All this name calling people this and that over a fucking platform. You sound like an idiot. Some shit. Oh, look. Petty. Yeah, you're gone, dude. Blocked. You know what I'm saying? Get that block. You're done. Anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead. Blocked him.
Yeah, I got him out. I did.
Just responded.
Oh, yeah, I know. I thought I did. I hit the wrong button. I'm his ass again. Anyway, go ahead. All
right. There's a strong possibility that it could be an exclusive. Man, I'm just saying, so many game modes and whatnot, but these guys got something unique with PUBG. You know what I'm saying? They built the whole open world mechanics around it. People talk GTA. Dude, I had GTA and I deleted it. I don't like it. I personally do not like GTA. You know what I'm saying? It's apples and oranges, like the way fucking Porter Rock said at the beginning or a little while ago. You know what I'm saying? You like what you like. You know what I'm saying? And PUBG actually calls my attention. And actually, thanks to 100, he actually hooked me up with a copy and whatnot. I'll probably be getting on that tonight. It's already downloaded and everything, but there's a strong possibility Microsoft ain't investing money in this game. They really actually rolled out the red carpet for these people, man. They got the coalition working on this game, man. They're using tech from freaking Red for the Sea, from Sea of Thieves and whatnot. They're actually going to polish the shit out of this game in order to make it something look really cool, man. You know what I'm saying? And people's already gravitating towards it. I mean, 1 million sale in 2 days? In 2 days, man? Cuphead ain't even sell that shit in 2 days. Not on the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? So there's a strong possibility it could end up being an exclusive. It just depends on how many people keep purchasing it between now and Christmas or the end of the year. If they have 2 million sales by the end of the year, and if they start bundling with the console and people start buying it with the console, man, that's something that you would want to lock down as an exclusive. I mean, they let Titanfall pass up, you know what I'm saying? Which is a freaking shame. Because, I mean, they financed that game out the gate. And look at it. Now they went to other platforms and whatnot, and they're not giving it the same love the Xbox had. Why? Because you turned off the Xbox community on it, man. They got pissed off once it went multi-plat.
Right. What did you think about... Well, let me just throw this little tidbit. What do you think about... what is that game on the PlayStation that didn't sell worth a damn? This came out with the same time as Hellblade. Lawbreakers.
Lawbreakers?
Yeah,
all right, that's a dicey situation right there because Cliffy B went out on Twitter and he was just bad-mouthing the Xbox community, you know, acting a fool. All right, and basically a lot of these people that he was, basically bad-mouthing and whatnot were people that picked up his games in Gears of War. You know what I'm saying? So they supported his ass for years. And then he actually had the opportunity to bring this game out from PC in order to bring it to console. And he brings it to the PlayStation first because he looked at the install base. But dude, he just needed to think. Look back to the PS3 era. Y'all decided to bring Unreal Tournament 3 to the PS3, and guess what? Nobody bought it. Nobody bought it, and they brought it to the Xbox 360 like 2 or 3 months after the fact. All right, because nobody bought it. The fan base was not there, and he basically shitted on his own fan base, threw it out on the freaking PlayStation 4. Nobody bought it on the PlayStation 4. Meanwhile, the Xbox fan base would have bought that shit day one, but he decided not to bring it out here. Now he wants to bring it out now. Guess what? People is already pissed off. They're not going to pick your shit up now. All right? So you basically fucked your own self.
What games are you talking about?
Talk about
Lawbreakers.
I was just asking about it because I don't think that it would have gravitated to the Xbox fan base just because of what the developers.
Xbox is a shooter box, bro. It would have did better.
Definitely would have done better.
If you would have bought that day and date at the same time, it would have flourished on the Xbox, bro.
KMEGA, quick question for you.
Yeah.
First of all, with Cliffy B, we know he's an arrogant meathead.
Yes, he is.
He's always been outspoken, and he was never the #1 dude at Epic. Never. Nope. Every time he came with them with something, that's how Microsoft got Gears, because he shopped it to them. We doing Unreal. That's it. When he went exclusive with that deal, it flopped. His fan base is war dudes. When he came out and disrespected the Xbox community, PlayStation dudes don't got no love for you. You didn't give them no $1 billion franchise. So when you went, I'm going to the, like the dude from Titanfall, I'm going to the blue disc. What happened? What happened to Titanfall? You see, when you have a fan base, you don't disrespect them because they will support you. He's arrogant. And then, like I posted, he had another thing. Maybe I shouldn't be such an asshole. It's too late. People know you're an asshole. That's why Epic didn't want your ass no more. Not that you're not a genius, but every one of these geniuses have a problem. Some type of problem. Maybe some of them, like Einstein, like to sleep in closets, but they always got some type of issue. His issue is his mouth. I got to feed my 90 staff members, so I'm going on PlayStation. How did that work out? Y'all must be all unemployed because that was stupid. You should have just put it out on multiple things. When you're a third-party developer and you kiss one company's behind, it usually don't work out for you. It doesn't.
True
And
that,
it didn't
true
work
that.
out. He blatantly disrespected his fan base. Dudes went ape shit on him about that. All the gears they bought. It's $1 billion franchise. That's a lot of people. And for you to come out and disrespect your community, that's why he burned himself. Just saying.
Yeah, I
True
agree.
that.
So anyway, Porter Rock, the whole situation with PUBG, what do you think about it? I mean, it sold 1 million in 2 days with all the criticism, and do you think that it's still going to be a multi-plat? I know you've been on that side of saying that it's definitely still going to come to the PS4. What do you think?
I do that to piss off people, and it all comes down to what Bluehole wants, really. They'll get, if Microsoft wants exclusive, they're gonna show them a number, and Bluehole's gonna decide.
I'm just waiting for somebody to say
Exactly.
They're gonna be like, is this the number? Is this check good enough to keep it away from PlayStation? So it's ultimately on their position. But I'm not surprised that PUBG's sold 1 million in 2 days. I mean, it was already successful on PC. There was a lot of hype, a lot of people watching the streams and stuff, and people were looking forward to seeing how this plays on Xbox, especially those who got the Xbox One X. And it's a shooter, it's a multiplayer. That's what Xbox does, And when you think about it, if they do lock this down as an exclusive for the console, this could be considered a genuine new IP for the Xbox One platform. That's, follows the tradition of big multiplayer that the other consoles previously established, So, but ultimately, it comes down to what Bluehole wants. They're going to look at a check, and they're going to make the decision whether this check is good enough, or they're going to be like, no, we want to take advantage of the PlayStation fan base. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. Because the other thing people don't look at is, what if they just want to make another game? They've been working on this PUBG for a while. They might just take Microsoft, offer them amount of money that they feel like, look, this is more than what we want. I mean, what we asked for. And cool, they give them I don't know if they give them Minecraft money, but something a little bit less than that. Maybe Minecraft, right?
Minecraft got like 60 million people. They ain't getting no Minecraft.
Yeah.
That's off the table.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is that, Microsoft can offer money. They can go on and keep on playing, making another game. Cool. Microsoft take that shit over, and they don't even have to really make a PUBG too. They just got to keep on updating that bitch. More skins, more maps. That's what they got to do. That's all they got to do.
All right, cool. You want to interject on this 100, or you want to move on to the next topic?
About what? About the
money? Yeah, about PUBG. You know what I'm saying? Selling 1 million during the over the criticism. Why you ain't paying attention? Why you ain't paying attention?
I pay attention. I'm in the chat talking shit. No, I called it already. So I feel ridiculous. People say they ain't gonna sell and all that. I said it already.
That was dumb.
I foreseen it. They said it wasn't gonna do nothing. So I feel real good about it. I'm
100. You need new friends, nigga.
Oh my God.
What you mean, new friend? In the morning, the motherfucker might be 1.5. If you think about it, it did 500 grand in 2 days. Each day they did 500 grand. We're talking about it. It might be 1.5 tomorrow.
Preach. Listen to him. Talk to him. Don't let all day talk to you that way. Don't let all day be trying, boy.
All day talking.
The funniest thing about this is he completely misconstrued what I was getting at.
Oh man.
Idiot. But they all day played this shit to 2:30 in the morning with us the other night.
Yeah, it was fun, bro. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, so all
it's intense too. It's intense.
It's very intense.
That's all I've been playing. You took me off of I got into Final Fantasy tough. Took me off of Final Fantasy. I ain't played Madden all this week. And I'm a Madden player. I play Madden a couple of times a week. I ain't played no Titan.
And still get your ass whooped. Ram Nation stand up.
Wow.
Drew King to LA, baby. Let's go. Take y'all's ass to the bank.
You can't be taking L's in your favorite game.
No, man.
I ain't took no L's. He been playing tax. He been playing me. I've been on PUBG. I've been playing. Mega ain't beat me.
What you talking about? I ain't beat you.
When you beat me? I've been about a month.
About a month, yeah, and I beat your ass. You didn't want to play me no more. I've been playing tax. I've been battling with tax. Tax will be the last game, but I gotta go ahead and get back.
Off subject.
Yeah, we're going on Sunday. Anyway. But you know what? But you know what? I whooped that ass in Tekken. Facts.
And I whooped that ass in motherfucking Infinite.
Hey, Lemon. Don't let him take your term like that. Don't let him take your word.
It's all right. It's all right. I spread the
anyway.
I whooped that shit in Mortal Infinite.
You got me Mortal Infinite, but I'll get better. I'm gonna get better at it. I'm gonna get.
I said all y'all. I said take it your game.
Oh my goodness.
We got. I'm trying to get these last 3 topics before we
got 3 left. Let's go.
We got 3 left. Let's go. All right. So
I'm trying to order me some food.
Man, come on, man.
I'm trying to order me some food.
What you gonna order? What you gonna eat?
Chinese.
Baked potato with chili and
You can't get a goddamn baked potato cut up and put some cheese. Come on, man. I gonna teach you that shit.
I'm not gonna get some Wendy's.
I don't get from Wendy's. I gotta
pull up to the. Hey, can I get that phone for 4?
I don't eat no phone for 4s. I eat good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on a podcast. I can't get hold all this right now.
Hey, I eat good. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't cook myself up to level.
Real master.
You know shit, I'm barbecue pit master. I just don't feel like cooking it.
That nigga barbecue weenies, nigga.
Oh.
Yeah. You gonna get barbecue next.
Make sure you pop the middle of that banana.
What?
I'm on a podcast. I can't pop it right now.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
Yo, I have a feeling KMEGA's like, stop, and we don't hear him right now. Yo, KMEGA, if you're talking, we don't hear you. So don't get mad at us. If you're saying something, we don't hear you. Type in the chat with something.
That shit just hurt my feelings. He wasn't even talking to me. That hurt my feelings.
Damn. He muted. How the hell he muted?
Yo,
how you muted on your own show?
Yo, that's
Dragon, you muted him too?
I couldn't hear you, man. You kept hitting the button and you would go in and out.
Dragons and Puerto Rock's raggedy ass damn internet is sucking my shit. Anyway, let's get on to the Battlefield Bad Company 3. It's been rumored. And so actually the question I'm going to ask, and this is just free fall. Everybody can just jump in whenever they want to. It's set in World War II. Now, are we kind of on this World War II fatigue, or do we need some modern shit? I mean, can they set it in a different era, like maybe Vietnam or Korea? We haven't seen any Korean wars in video games here.
Homecoming.
The United States don't want to remember that. That's why.
Because they got the ass whooped. But I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, I'm excited for Bad Company 3.
Look, Bad Company is one of the best shooters out of that series. I mean, I put so many hours into that fucking game. I mean, Bad Company 1 I didn't play too much, but that 2, everything was perfect to me as a shooter.
The sequel. See what I'm saying?
So,
the sequel. I'm joking.
Exactly. No, it's true. She's right. So, and they in that franchise they put out the Vietnam DLC, which was phenomenal. I mean,
that was dope.
It was phenomenal. It was great. The campaign was lighthearted. It was funny but serious at times.
The black weapon.
Right.
I mean,
just for like, what is that?
Right. Just the mechanics alone, like the way you can double tap A and put your parachute out at any time, you can glide across the map. Like the shit was. I'm telling you, we've been asking for another Bad Company for years, right? Yeah. And I think them going to World War II is fine. That's some of my favorite weapons in that time space. So I think
right now.
It's fatigue, though. I mean, for me, it's fatigue. I don't know.
Already? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, okay.
Well, that's only his opinion.
This is Bad Company, bro. Don't ask no questions.
Go ahead, Delilah. This is free for all. Just go ahead and cut in when you want to.
Like, I'm not fatigued at all. I'm on mine still being in the World War II area. I mean, I think it's fine. I mean, we've been doing that Modern Warfare stuff forever, and we get one World War II game. Now you're like fatigued.
Because we had a decade of World War II with Call of Duty.
And Call of Duty World. We had more World War games than anything else.
Yes.
I'm tired of this shit. Shooting with guns that got reticles that look like they was painted on with pencils. This shit is horrible. Play that shit all the time. Give me some modern shit. I don't want to see people running on the walls. I'm gonna play Halo and Titanfall for that. But give us some modern day weapons, man.
Lemon, look how long we've been in the modern era though. Before that,
I know.
I'm good though. I got new TVs and computers. I'm in the modern day right now.
Doesn't mean
we haven't been in the modern era that much though, because if you think about it, the last 4 or 5 Call of Duty games was all futuristic, man.
Right.
Yeah, they were.
And they did Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, and then they jumped to the future with Black Ops and then fucking Infinite Warfare, and then now you're in outer space doing Star Trek Enterprise shit. Come on,
listen,
man.
that ain't modern. That's future. I want regular shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I would rather that company be follow up exactly after the second one left off, man.
Right.
We don't need to go to World War II. We already been to World War II, man. Call of Duty just did it. Why are you trying to copy off of Call of Duty? Go and follow your own shit.
Same reason why I don't copy on PUBG. Same reason why I don't copy on PUBG.
Look, they follow trend.
Yeah, what if EA is trying to go with a timeline? Because, you know, last year or the last game, it was World War I. Now they're doing World War II. What if the next game's like Korea, Vietnam? What if they're trying to do all the timelines?
Right.
But when they gonna, but even a Korean war would be modern weapons. Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. What if like
I think everybody would want the next Battlefield that's kind of modern warfare, like Battlefield 4. They would want the next Battlefield to be like Battlefield 4.
Right. Battlefield 4 is on fire.
Yeah,
I mean,
Battlefield
shit out of Battlefield 4. That they went back to World War I. I was disgusted. The game is amazing.
Battlefield 1 is dope, though. I love Battlefield 1.
I'm tired of those fucking old ass weapons. It ain't much you can do with those weapons. They dinosaurs, man.
Man, you get that sniper and you hit their ass and you hear that damn like you just dropped a dime on it.
But Mega,
that shit feels good to the bone.
The sniper rifles really haven't changed. It's all the other shit.
That's because a sniper rifle is a sniper rifle.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. He said the sniper rifle. We talking about the machine guns and everything else.
Yeah, I mean, it's all. Anyway, I feel you. But Battlefield 1, it gets the exception. Battlefield 1 is an exception. It's such a good game, man. You getting them? I didn't know they had tanks like that. Or you whack a motherfucker with a club with spikes on it. They was brutal in Battlefield in World War I, no doubt.
Damn, he was fighting with sticks.
That trench warfare was no joke, Jack. But anyway, all right. Since I guess nobody else really want to get into it, I thought that Livewire would say something. I guess he's about to get ready to go to bed. Anyway, we got 2 more, and I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm gonna do the last one, the Disney and Fox deal thing last. The most anticipated game in 2018. What is your what do you got? Okay, let me. I guess I gotta ask people. All day. What is your most anticipated game for 2018?
Just one?
Well, give me 2.
Yeah, I got a lot too. So.
Okay, well, give me 3. Damn. All
right, 3. I'll give you 3. Red Dead Redemption.
Okay.
God of War.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Man, pony ass. Anyway, not playing. All right. Kaleidoscope. What is your 3 anticipated games for 2018?
Anthem. Halo 6.
You sure the Halo 6 will come out? You sure?
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a Halo 6, bro.
Okay.
So it's Anthem, Halo 6, and hopefully I'm still hoping, man, that rumor on Ninja Gaiden 3.
You're not kicking. No, man. Hey, do yours all over.
No rumors. No rumors.
Do yours all over again. No.
Okay.
Rumors.
All right. No rumors.
All right. No rumors. No rumors. All right.
All right.
So then, all right. So Halo 6.
That's still a rumor.
He ain't letting that shit go.
Nah, yo. I love Halo, man. I was just reading the novels recently and shit, especially when the lights went out. Dude, I was just reading Halo novels, bro.
Halo,
I ain't have nothing else.
Hashtag save block. Keep going.
Yeah. Hopefully, damn, it's like I think it'll be a multi-plat and whatnot.
Come on, man. Sea of Thieves, Crackdown,
right? Come on.
Sea of Thieves is tough. I played it for the first time today. That's tough.
Yeah, I'm going to say that.
Dude, I would say State of Decay. State of Decay.
Okay,
there you go.
Cool.
State of Decay too.
All right, you got one more. You got one more.
Oh, and that's just to let you know, Class, go 100 left. I was going to let you know he keeps making fun about Coquito. I just want to let you know that. He's making fun of our culture.
That
Coquito.
We gotta go to LA, and introduce him to that.
He had to get that.
He can't even spell it.
Yo, I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take him out there. Case of Medalla. Case of Medalla beers and shit, whatnot. Get him lit real quick.
Y'all don't need to give him 100. No more liquor. Stop it.
No.
He
bounced
Yo,
out.
but Sea of Thieves does look fire though, man. I can't find that game. I haven't gotten into the preview program, but that game looks all kinds of lit. I've been seeing all the recent videos on it.
Jump on that bitch right after this.
I'm dying to play that shit.
Yeah, live. We're gonna do that. That game is tough. I didn't know how good it was. I played about 15 minutes with this dude who knew how to do everything. I was like, first of all, you're gonna have dudes that communicate.
4-player, 2-player. You do 4-player, 2-player.
It was 4 players in there, but
okay.
I was a rookie, and them dudes was like, "Yo, do this and do that." I said, "Oh, first of all, you gotta have dudes that's competent and communicate." But it's dope. It's dope.
Yeah.
I thought it was bullshit. That game is dope.
See what you got. See what you got to try to do is.
It's tough.
A lot of people get the big ship and got all the guns, but if you can, you take 2 groups with the little ship, and you just be running down on motherfuckers because that shit.
You double team them and whatnot.
He be breaking all the preview program.
I know.
rules.
What are you talking about? The little ship is on. It's live. It's on the trailer. It's on YouTube.
It is. But you still got
just messing with
trademark.
you.
Yeah.
I was about to say, y'all about to get your account locked.
I know. That's not, you ain't gonna get my shit locked. You about to get that eject don't sit card. Okay, hold on. Live. What is your 3 anticipated games for 2018?
Oh man, that's shit. Anthem definitely.
Okay.
State of Decay because that's my shit.
Okay.
Fuck, it's a hard one. 3.
You do know there's other platforms out there.
Fucking all day.
Boy.
I'm trying to think what else is coming. Nah, hell no. I'm trying to think what else comes out. Damn, there's a lot of games, man. You talking about?
No, there's not. There's
not. What are you talking about? You got Dragon Ball.
That's true.
Dragon Ball, dude. Dragon Ball Z Fighter. Hell
Monster Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Monster Hunter. I'm getting that next month. Shit.
Yeah, not Monster Hunter.
Demo.
Was that 3 or was that 5?
No, I didn't give those games. I said Anthem.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
You know, I rock with Crackdown because I got to see that shit in motion.
Okay, and then you got one more.
That was 3 right there.
That was 3.
Oh, I don't know. He said so many damn games. I lost track. All right.
Other people were throwing games in there.
Yeah,
Soul Calibur 6.
Okay, Delilah.
Hell yeah.
You messing
See, that's one of the games I want. I'm gonna change mine.
Delilah HD.
Can I say my games, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, it's gonna be Metro Exodus.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
State of Decay. And Soul Calibur 6, man.
Nice.
Hell yeah, Soul Calibur.
You know what?
And my alternate would be Biomutant. I'm curious about Biomutant.
Oh yes, Biomutant.
You know what? I fucked up. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I gotta play that shit.
Oh yeah.
It's not even about. It's rumored though. It's not.
No.
It's coming. Nah, but they said it was gonna come out like.
But I'm just. It's not confirmed. Confirmed. Like
neither is Anthem. Anthem ain't next year either.
I mean, that went on my list. So.
Okay. No, I'm too much. What about you, Puerto Rock? What's your anticipated 3?
For 2018, PUBG the complete edition.
Ass over there. Oh, suck ass motherfucker. What's your shit, Puerto Rock?
I'd say PUBG the complete edition.
Okay.
Damn,
what is that? He would hesitate.
Damn. I think so. So I'm looking forward to now. Okay. Is Anthem coming out 2018?
No, we don't know.
Nah, we don't know.
So I'm gonna go with Red Dead because I'm gonna go Red Dead, Spider-Man, and God of War.
Okay. Cool. Listen, oh my God! All right.
I need to change mine. I need to change mine, man. It's DBZ, Soul Calibur, just like Delilah.
Yeah. All right.
Soul Calibur, that's my shit, yo.
Yeah, man.
What about Cold Vein? Y'all know nobody said Cold Vein?
Yeah, that's what
And Biomutant. And
You haven't got to
Biomutant.
me. You
That
haven't
shit
got
is
to
up
me.
there too, man.
You gotta got to me. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh no, 108. What's your three? What's your three?
Okay, I'm gonna say a game, and I don't care what y'all say. I'm a movie dude. I'm gonna say Detroit Becomes Human. I don't care what nobody says.
That looked good. I liked what I saw. I liked what I saw.
I want to kill that dude that killed his daughter in that video because that was traumatizing. So I'm looking forward to killing him.
Word.
Yeah.
That was traumatizing. It kind of shook me up. Had me.
And everybody in the panel. I'm sorry, and everybody in the chat. Go ahead and let us know your three. We want to know.
I was soft on Detroit until I saw the PSX walk through. I thought that was dope. So.
My next big one. I have to go with Red Dead because that was a Red Dead multiplayer. I don't like Grand Theft Auto's multiplayer, but Red Dead's multiplayer is the first multiplayer from those guys that I actually played with my 6-year-old daughter at the time and my godfather at 62 and myself, and we was in the saloons getting gangster. So I gotta go with Red Dead because that brought 3 different demographics of ages together doing the same thing. I thought that was crazy.
What about y'all didn't even mention A Way Out like that?
And God of War. And God of War is my third.
But it's the top 3. I mean, I'm pretty sure A Way Out is a lot of people.
I mean, people would get it, but
God of War is definitely my top 3, man.
All right, cool. So now it's the man, the myth, the legend, legendary Mega. Now my top 3 is going to be the most epic, of course.
Oh God!
And no man, check it out. What, man, come on, really? Like that, anyway.
Shannon Loftus.
Oh my God, yes. The man, Shannon Loftus.
My man was talking about the
love me some Shannon Loftus.
I'm like, man, talking about her thickness, man.
Can I? Oh, well, no, she's lesbian. You know what I'm saying? I just love her for her news. Okay, but anyway,
come on, bring it home.
Number 1 is Detroit. Detroit is a dope looking ass game. I cannot wait. Soul Calibur 6. I gotta have it. And then man, this is such a toss up, but I'm gonna have to go with State of Decay 2. I'm very excited about State of Decay.
Yes.
Damn, man, I really wanted to kind of throw in Metro. I mean, too.
I'm really happy of the decisions you made because I would have destroyed you on Twitter later for not mentioning Xbox.
It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. You would have got you only got 8 likes, and then that's it, and then it would have been gone for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Let me remind you of that Twitter poll.
Anyway, so yeah, no, but no, there's so many notable games that I'm really. I mean, because Dragon Ball Z Fighters was right there, but then when I seen Soul Calibur, I was like, oh shit, this is what I'm talking about right here. And also another notable, and you're going to really trip out about this because I have been really hard on this game. But after 2 fucking years, they finally got it right. But Street Fighter Arcade Edition looks finally right. And then for the first fucking time, it actually makes me feel a little bit jelly that it's, well, I shouldn't because I got my PlayStation, but it makes me feel a little bit jelly that it's not on the box. This is the first time because I was like, nobody wants to play that trash. That shit is horrible. And after Porter Rock whooped my ass, I was just like, you know what?
He's never coming back again.
No, I'll come back. I'll definitely be because they got Sakura. I'm excited. And then on top of that, the girl with the little ball. I'm excited about Street Fighter Arcade Edition. So you know what I'm saying? Look, KMEGA's a universal gamer. I love it all.
Facts.
KMEGA, don't sleep on me at Tekken because I'm gonna come find you on Xbox.
And you come in the house of the Lord.
Once I get this D-pad situated right, I'm gonna come get you.
You come in the house of the Lord, you will get blessed. There's many that has come and tried and they have failed. I'm not that little weakling. I play 3D fighters, Jack. 2D fighters, I'm not the best at. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy playing them, but you know, it's just I like to move around on your ass. That's my thing. So anyway, let's get to the last topic.
That's Soul Calibur then?
Oh, I can play some Soul Calibur. I know all day said he's going to destroy me, but we'll see. We'll see.
Oh yeah, you know I'm cheap as raffle all day.
We'll see. But anyway, last topic, and this is also pertaining to gaming as well because this is going to be the Fox Disney merger. And I know in movies everybody's excited because of the X-Men and And then they're gonna have properties like Avatar, Cocoon. They're gonna have shit. I didn't even think about Die Hard. They got the Die Hard series. They got Predator. Man, shit, it's gonna be crazy. But in gaming, Disney's gonna have a monopoly in that too. In one particular game that's crossing my mind is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. The X-Men are finally going to come, and I think that the season 2 package is going to be absolutely amazing because what they added with only with Black Panther and now with Black Widow and the other characters, because Venom is dope. I haven't played. I played with him, but I like playing with Winter Soldier more. But I tell you what, if you're really good with Venom, he will destroy you. He is a beast. So when the X-Men come, I think finally Marvel vs. Capcom can finally be up there with the elite fighters that's out, because it's a good time to be a fighting fan. But regardless, I wanted to ask the panel, y'all can just jump in and say whatever, man. What do you think about this Disney-Fox merger? How will this affect gaming in the future?
Go back to normal. That's it.
Let's go back to normal.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe it might. Well, it's gonna hurt Deadpool, man, because Disney don't like to do stuff like that.
No, they said they're gonna. They already said that they're gonna
keep
another
Deadpool,
division.
man.
Yeah, they're gonna make that division, and I do not want them to change. Yeah, I do not want them to change the actors from X-Men. I just want them to have a different director, because.
Worried about being that y'all said that, it makes me feel better, but that was the only thing I'm worried about. But everything else is fine, man. But I was really worried. Don't change Deadpool, because that's who the last movie is. Who Deadpool is.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to change some of those, because Wolverine can't be played by Hugh Jackman.
He said he make a cameo.
They're already looking to cast him again.
Yeah, but he's old.
He's getting too old.
Like how long is he gonna be Wolverine? You need somebody at least a little bit younger than.
Well, no, they could do a cameo. They said a cameo
for the new generation.
No. Hold on. What they're gonna do is they're gonna do X-23, bro. X-23.
They're gonna have to recast for him.
They gotta recast for the new young X-Men, man.
X-Men, X-23, bro.
Remember, he visited them in the past, but they need a new Wolverine because he has to be replaced.
There is no new Wolverine, bro.
Well,
it's gonna be X-23. She's a direct clone.
I was on vacation and I went to go see Logan, and I own a lot of movies, and I will not buy that movie. That was depressing to see my man down on the screen. I'm sorry.
What if people haven't seen the movie?
That was a great movie.
But Logan was a good movie, but it was a one-off, people. It was a one-off, man.
If they haven't seen it by now, I'm pretty sure they watched a spoiler review somewhere on YouTube. I don't want to hear that.
Come on, bro. You savage on that one. Yeah. You savage on that one. I was just saying 100 is the worst, because he was telling me about movies. I was like, what?
Yeah, but come on. Logan has been out too long. If you ain't seen Logan by now, you ain't no X-Men.
I haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming yet. I'm about to see.
And Spider-Man fresh. Logan is old. I saw that in March in Miami on vacation.
Good job. We already got 2 dislikes now. We were going.
No.
We were on 0 the whole time.
You know what? This is the thing right here. By the time that the show is over, I'm going to have about 5. They just came late. They were probably watching something else. Maybe Z was showing something. Who knows? But, you know what I'm saying? But they always come in the woodwork. But anyway, man, I'm excited. But then I'm a little bit depressed because I don't want them to take away their freedom from doing things, because I really did like the Spider-Man, the Peter Parker in the Spider-Man 2. Now, Spider-Man 2 itself it had its moments, but it was just too many enemies going on. But I liked that Peter Parker. Now, this kid Peter Parker is cool. I'm all right, and I'm going to watch Homecoming here pretty soon. But
I'm going to tell you what happens.
No, I haven't seen it. No, you better not. I'll cuss your mom, boy. You
what happens. Light-skinned brother to another. I'm going to snitch.
You better not snitch. Anyway, so and also just I really do like the cast of the X-Men, of the younger X-Men. I do. I like Sansa. Well, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, you know who that redheaded girl is. You know what I'm saying? I really liked her. I like the cast of the Professor X. I like Magneto. I just think that the last X-Men movie was just poorly done, especially when you have an OG like Apocalypse. You can't make him that weak. I just was.
Dude, what they did was stand around and shoot powers at people, man.
Yeah,
they ain't even fight really.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have Olivia Munn, you know what I'm saying, and she, you know what I'm saying, and Psylocke. Psylocke is a bad man. Storm. I mean, it was just. It just, yeah. I mean, it's just things that needs to be done. I mean, Days of Future Past was an excellent X-Men movie, one of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But you know, they missed the mark on that. So I'm ready for some new fresh blood to come out there and do it. I know Marvel will do it right, and I know everybody wants to see that. But video game wise, I'm excited. But damn, man, Disney's got it all, Jack. You know what I'm saying? You might be seeing more loot crates.
They pocket is deep.
Yeah.
By Xbox.
Disney got unlimited pockets like Microsoft.
Shut up. Shut up, man. Okay.
Extra crispy out this.
They mess around and buy that.
As long as Disney doesn't pull another Marvel Heroes Omega on people,
Oh yeah.
actually, we should be good because that was shady.
Yeah,
You
that
know what
was
I'm saying?
shady.
The way they shut that down, that was
Yeah.
shady as hell.
That hurt my feelings because I love
They
that.
shut it down so they can have that money
I
so they
know,
can buy
man.
Fox. I mean, plain and
I'm a
simple.
Marvel Alliance player, man.
They had to free up the funds, you know.
I was hyped. And then it came to console. I was like, yes. They was like,
Hell
oh,
yeah.
we're gonna end it the end of 2017. Wait a minute, no, next week.
Yeah, and also, and one thing
On
that
Black Friday, it was gone. I was like, what? I was like, hell no. It's really a Black Friday shit.
yeah, ABA CAB 72. He said, finally we can actually get a good Fantastic Four movie. Now the first Fantastic Four movie was great.
He said it's called The Incredibles.
Wait,
oh bloody. Anyway, no, but yeah,
that was great. Are you mad?
The first one was good. I liked the first Fantastic Four.
Oh my god!
And you know what? The last Fantastic Four had a lot.
Horrible.
The last
Acting was
Fantastic.
terrible in that movie.
Okay, but the last
was in that movie. It wins.
Yeah, it wins, especially when she took her clothes off.
God.
Woo! Anyway, the last one had potential, but you seen where the directors fell off, where the one director left and the other director came on.
Yeah,
The potential. No, in the beginning it had potential. I was like, oh, this shit is getting intense, and then it just fell off and went stupid. But
the whole tone changed before the end of the movie, man.
It did, and it just looked stupid.
Of all,
But Dr. Doom fighting the Avengers, Jack, I'm in.
First of all, let's keep it official. Fantastic Four ain't no super team anyway. They are horrible. It takes all of them to beat one person. They're not a real famous group. It's like what I told people about Deadpool. He's a C-level superhero. They just made a great movie, but technically, you got a C-level superhero. He can't fight nobody. He fighting people straight though.
He can't die. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I know,
like
right?
Wolverine, he can't really die unless
He can't really die. Yeah.
He can't really
Like,
beat.
Wolverine even used Deadpool against the Hulk, man. He threw him at the Hulk, and the Hulk ripped him in half. Then he put himself back together and came back.
Yeah, that's what he could do. He could.
Hulk smashed Wolverine's body and he broke every bone in his body. Wolverine came back and stabbed him in the fucking face.
Chucky of superheroes. He keeps coming back, but that he loses a lot.
Hey man, you learn to get better.
Hey,
You learn.
The man could take an L.
Yeah. So anyway.
Exactly, yo.
Deadpool is
Look, Cypher Man said 108 Dragons. You know, Sue Richards was Kang the Conqueror. Nobody cares.
Now who
Sue Storm is one of the most lethal characters in Marvel Comics, man. They just haven't portrayed her in the movies as such, but she's a beast, man. She could probably rip half the Avengers in half.
Who?
Sue
But
Storm.
they're gonna have to make a movie to convince me because I'm telling you, me and Fantastic Four.
Dude, and then the thing ain't no joke either, man. Trust me, man. It's just the way they've been portrayed in movies hasn't been the right way.
Put in a coma by the Hulk, punched his rocks off. Stop it.
We're talking about the Hulk, though. I mean, the Hulk is the man.
Not a superhero, son. He's like a sidekick. Come on, man.
Another potential.
I'm saying the Hulk beats up a lot of people.
You're right. That's my favorite dude. Facts.
He's the one dude that Juggernaut is like, nah, I don't fuck with that guy.
But what about like for like Black Panther? I mean, finally we can see Storm, that relationship between Storm.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Oh my gosh, I ain't even think about that.
Yeah, that's going to be.
They get to play Storm. That's my question.
Right, that's who he's got to be. So anyway,
but just think about it. Disney has Fox now, right? Who's to stop a Marvel movie from crossing over with like Aliens? The
Oh, that would
X-Men
be
in
too
outer
much.
space, and they come across xenomorphs.
That'd be too much. That's too much. That's too much for my brain.
I thought you were going to Phoenix Saga.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
No, isn't that announced? The
That's like
Phoenix movie?
Mechasalt meets Halo. What the hell?
Whoa! I'm just saying they own them, yo.
Hey, why you playing?
We'll see what they do with them, man. Disney, they don't want blood in their movies, and I don't know.
Matter of fact, think about it, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Who's to stop them from actually adding the Predator up in their Alien like they did in Mortal Kombat?
Oh, they can do whatever they want.
Old dude from Die Hard. You know what I'm saying? The entire X-Men franchise.
Nothing's stopping them, but like this
that's a Marvel movie.
shit that they rock with.
Yo, what's up with Silver Surfer up in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
That would be dope. That would be dope.
Right? Silver Surfer would be on some shit, man. And have Johnny Storm up in there, Human Torch.
Yeah.
Man.
Who's gonna play that now? Because it was this dude.
Johnny B. Jordan.
Yeah, no.
Yo, he could do both sides, yo. Know what I'm saying? Use that tech in order that they made him look skinny and shit. So he could play Captain America and Johnny. I'm saying it'd be a team up.
Because it would be both. It'd be both
twin brothers.
Okay, because you got Captain America that played as Johnny, and then you got Jordan that played as Johnny. And if they do that collaboration, it'll be both of them, fighting. That's crazy as hell, man, just to think about. Anyway, we got to get out of here, man. We going too long. Triple Cup Chuck, you missed out, man, because this is one of your favorite shit talking about the comic. Anyway, thank you guys.
I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here.
Oh, there you go, man. Thank you guys for rocking out with us. We're going to do our sign-outs. And we're going to start off with the matriarch, Delilah HD.
Yeah.
Where can you find you at? I heard that you get back on your channel.
Yes, I'm finally getting my YouTube channel back up. So you can find me on YouTube, Delilah HD, and on Twitter, Delilah HD. Yep. It was fun rocking out with you guys. Thank you for tuning in, people in the chat. And thank you, panel, for rocking out. So, yeah, I'll catch up with you guys next week. Or, no, we got the next.
Well, we can't get you for Christmas.
Nah, man, nah. Family. Gotta put in that family time,
Don't holiday love. No holiday love.
I could drop me some gifts, though. Hey, keep me some on Xbox, you know what I'm saying? I accept the gifts now.
I'll bring the coquito.
There you go.
I think KMEGA's muted.
Oh man,
man.
You know when you go 5 seconds without KMEGA's voice, you know something's wrong.
Yeah, he's muted. His mic is muted.
Magnetic Storm, thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. I got
Damn, he mutes himself on his own podcast. How is that,
man?
man?
Where can we find you, Lawire?
I got to see you.
I'm back. I'm back. Damn it. Anyway, all right. Go ahead, Livewire. Well, no, I was going to go to Kaleidoscope. You know what I'm saying? Our special guest. Thank you for coming on with us, man. Where can they find you at? And
y'all can find me at DirectX-DA on Twitter at DirectX-DA. My YouTube channel, Kaleidoscope. I'm hoping to put up some videos soon if I can stop myself from playing games. If not, I'll just use my cell phone. Fuck it. And it was actually a pleasure being on the GRG, man, and rocking out with you, Cat Show. It was dope, man. I actually enjoyed this shit.
Yeah, you will not. It won't be the last time for sure, man. And so, yo, next time you better have a flow, because if you don't,
no, definitely, man. I was a little bit under the weather, but next time I'm gonna definitely represent.
You sound better now. Man. That's what GRG does.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, we're gonna move on to our unwanted guest that came out the sewer. You know what I'm saying? This little turtle troll with the glass with his pinky up because Sony won the NPDs. Porter Rock, man. Where can they find you at? Listen to that toe suck over there.
That's right. It's the king of NPDs.
Yeah, where can they find you at, bro?
You can find me on my channel, Porter Rock 77. You can also find me on Twitter, Porter Rock 77_. And I don't know why Zaire and D-Batch got me blocked. They changed their phone numbers.
Stop it.
I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna collect my money. Word is he got a one-way ticket to Aruba. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna find you, Z. You going nowhere.
Oh shit. Like they gonna put the military gear on. He gonna go in reconnaissance. Anyway.
I'm gonna get my boys from Quantico after you.
Oh shit.
It's like Apocalypse gonna have a motherfucker running in a straight line.
I want my $10.
Ah, damn. All right, man. We're gonna move on, man, to All Day Digital, man. Thank you for coming on as usual. Where can they find your biatch ass? At
PlayStation Nation, stand up. BWO. Blue World Order. You heard it here first.
That's it.
Hey. Yeah, that's what it is. Nah, All Day _ digital on Twitter. Hey, it's the green pony. Get it right. But yeah, hey, nah, you find me on Twitter, man. See y'all next week. Oh, are we doing a show next week?
No, we ain't doing no show next week.
Yeah, fuck that. All right, I'll see y'all.
No. Yeah, you'll see us. All right, and then man, you know, 108 Dragons, Fact TV, women, facts. Where can they find you at, man?
You can find me at 108 Dragons TV on everything. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure doing this panel. Everybody up here does a fantastic job. Porter Rock behaved itself. This ain't BGST with the nonsense. Proud of you.
Porter Rock can never come on BGST. He'll come on BGST.
Crab Game will have a heart attack.
He'll die. No,
Crab Game will have a heart attack.
Man, Mooch will be resurrected if Porter Rock got
Jack. Yeah, I ain't ready for that.
Nah, that's a different monster. But it was a pleasure to have you and chop it up with you. It was definitely a pleasure since our first debate. Got much more respect for you tonight. I was like, this motherfucker coming in on some bullshit, but you didn't. But it was good. Everybody, 108 Dragons TV channel where I try to tell y'all the truth. I try to talk about every platform. You already know. Light skin on deck. Bringing you both minorities at the same time. Eat that.
Wow. Okay. All right. And then we go into last but not least, Donald Trump, man. Hey, Live Wire, man. Where can they find you at? What's going on with you, bro?
Yo,
flipper sound.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that.
No, man, go ahead.
I'll be pausing because that motherfucker.
Why you waiting for flipper, man? Come on, man.
It's so sensitive this month, bro. What's going on?
Flipper sound kills me.
We just let you get shut out, bro.
Xbox lost the NPD, but fuck.
Lost the lock doing the podcast. I lost the lock.
Crazy, man. But anyway, man, I'm on my channel putting up mad gameplay.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm putting up mad gameplay. Guys, fucking crazy, man. Just speaking that truth. But enjoy gaming, man. I'm about to play.
What the fuck is he saying?
Yo, that flipper sound got him fucked up.
Yo, Live Wire drinking again. Drinking again from last time.
Oh man. Oh man, we good, man. We good. All right, everybody.
This motherfucker.
Oh shit. There you go. All right, man. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for rocking out with the GRG podcast, man. We will not be on next week. And my old lady looking at me with a smile on her face. Hey, is anything on next week, baby? Okay, she's silent. Everybody just like, damn.
That's because you said you was going to do a juice or some shit, right?
Yeah, we got to get a collaboration. Lady Infamous, happy birthday shout out one time, everybody.
Shout out. Everybody sing happy birthday to Lady Infamous.
I ain't singing
what version? The black version?
No. I don't know.
No, the Puerto Rican version, yo. It's like feliz cumpleaños.
See, y'all shit.
I'm not singing. Y'all on your own on that shit.
He said I'm not singing.
Come on, man. Let's do a little big shout out to let's just say happy birthday to come on.
Everybody say happy birthday, Infamous. Make it simple, man. Simple.
All right. Happy birthday, Lady Infamous. All right, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday,
Lady Infamous.
Y'all motherfuckers is trash.
Drink a couple thought juices for the kid.
Cumpleaños feliz.
All right.
Cumpleaños feliz.
Oh my God.
Enrique is in the building.
Y'all crazy, man.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you guys for rocking out with the GRG podcast. This is your boy KMEGA 405. Hope you guys will share all of this, man, because we have a great time. It was always fun. And you know it's Friday night, and you know it's about to go down. If you ain't playing games, it better be the pants off dance off for damn sure. Yeah, my girl's moving over there. You know what's going on. I'm gonna go to bed because I go to work in the morning. Anyway, all right, we out. Peace.